Looks like the timer is back to 1 minute again, so we're going to have one short warnings. Really don't understand how that works. Logged into Susan's account. I don't know why it wouldn't use Susan's data. It's so strange.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, everybody should be back.
Wow, that's a lot of people than I remember.
What was it, Wendy?
That's a lot more people than I remember.
Yeah, people were joining, and I was Zoom seems to have fixed the pet peeve of mine forever, which is once you create breakout rooms, you can't, and somebody joins the meeting, you can't assign them anymore. But it let me do that to 4 people. So
I wonder if that's recent because I noticed that now there's an admit all button if there's more than one person waiting in the waiting area.
no, that's not
Admit
new.
all. Admit all has been there for a while.
It's been there for a while. It's just been a while since I
Yeah, that's
had to
not
do
new.
these stuff.
Yeah, I got a bunch of changes to my teams today.
Yeah.
I didn't know I got an update, but I guess I did.
Hi, Uncle Ron.
Hey, Avi, how you doing?
Very good.
Smack Sie Deutsch?
Okay, so we are recording.
Thank you, Vincent.
Behavior time.
Vincent was not here to announce that, but I will announce it officially. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I know where Vincent is. So, okay, so welcome all. This is game 197. That is amazing. Season 4. And we have 5 teams all arranged, and I have to get their team names now. So, starting with team number 1. This is Jamie, Avi's dad, Chippy, Peggy, and Bill. Who are you guys from now on?
And there's both Trump and the 737 MAX have a few screws loose.
Oh, man. It's probably rivets, but okay, I'll let you go with that.
Yeah.
All right. Team number 2, which is Avi, Jane, Romero, Troy, and Gail.
No, really, I'm telling you, there are Jews tunneling underneath my house.
Oh,
If you didn't hear about that, look
Just
up
saw that
the
today.
New York City synagogue tunnel incident.
didn't
Yes.
hear about
Yeah.
that. Okay. Team number 3, Karl, Cindy, Janine, and Lee. Who are you?
President Biden, I've got SEAL Team number 6 on hold.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
It's amazing that they didn't mention that.
What happened?
Oh, man.
Trump's attorneys basically argued that when Trump was president, that if he ordered SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a rival, he couldn't be prosecuted for that after he was president.
Unless he was impeached.
Because it was
Convicted
official
first.
business.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yep. Yeah, again, like that one statement, that would have been enough to end anyone's campaign in the past. But nope, now
Right.
it's just another crazy thing. All right, team number 4, Kat, Carol, and Leonard, Avi's uncle, and Ben. Who are you guys?
Does Cat have rabies?
Could be. Takes a little bit to show up.
A valid question.
Yeah, I had a squirrel bite me when I was a kid, and I looked up how you treated rabies, and it was like a long hypodermic through the navel, and I wasn't going to tell my parents. I'd rather die. So yeah, just glad I didn't get rabies. And team number 5, Brandi, Faith, James, Kyle, and Wendy. Who are you guys?
If we don't win, we send in SEAL Team 6.
Okay, it's not in the chat. You gonna make me type this? Somebody put it
Yeah.
in. Somebody put
Well,
in
that's
the
a
chat.
question you're not prepared for answer.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll force myself.
Okay. All right.
Don't ask the question if you're not prepared to
Kevin.
take the answer.
That's right.
And while you're doing, oh, Kevin's here. Kevin will be added to. I'll have to figure that out. All righty. So first up is my cat needs to be let out.
Maybe that's not a
that
team name.
Rob.
I don't remember that team. I'm sorry, Rob.
Is it
Wrong
too late? You
cat.
put me on a team.
Hello. Yeah,
Yeah, you'll get on a team.
I'll get you on a team. So all right. First up is Jamie. Where is Jamie? Where's Jamie Square? I got to give you powers.
Say something, Jamie.
Because I
I
have,
think you're on my second screen. Oh, that's okay. Here we go.
okay.
Make co-host. There you go.
Because I have an iPad, I might need a little bit of help to open and close.
Okay.
That's the trouble with an iPad. Okay. Can
All right.
everybody
What's
hear
your
me?
category name?
Okay, hold on.
And Carl, can you? No, Carl is not. Carl is playing around. Kyle, can you be the mutator?
I could mute if you want.
Well, give me powers. I figured it out now. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kyle?
but you're
Yes,
You're
Kyle.
cat.
Kyle, you want to do it, Kyle?
I'll delegate if I can.
Okay, well, see how it goes. Okay, is everybody set? Can you
Yep.
hear me?
What's your category?
Okay. The invention of modern commercially successful household kitchen appliances and gadgets. What I'll do is give you a list of different appliances and gadgets, and you simply have to give the year in which each one was invented within plus minus 5 years.
Wow, I had that down as a list. It wasn't necessarily going to be limited to kitchen, but I had that on my list of things to do. So that's a good one. I agree. That's
Okay,
good.
so there's a 10-year span.
All right, Kyle, mute everybody, please.
Oh boy, hold on.
I thought you've done this before.
No, surprisingly, no.
No.
Good
Okay.
training, Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Under
Where is it?
participants.
Where is that?
Go under more participants, mute all.
Participants.
I think you said that in reverse. First, you have to have participants open.
Hey, you know what? I could do it
And then
myself.
I don't think I can actually. It just has mute me.
Yeah.
Here, let me try it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, because you're not a. I have to give you a co-host.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah, you
powers.
didn't give him powers.
All right. There you go. Now you can.
All these powers and I couldn't save them.
That sounds familiar.
Superman.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Is
And
everyone
remember,
muted?
it doesn't mute yourself, so don't say anything untoward that you weren't planning on.
Appreciate that.
You're up. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a list of 10 items, and you have to determine within a span of 10 years what year these items were invented. So I'm just going to put them all up at the same time, and I'll read it out. Okay, so it's a simple, quick one today. Okay, so here are the 10 items. Okay, number 1 is a microwave oven. Number 2 is a modern electric home refrigerator. 3 is the induction stove. 4 is Tupperware. 5 is the household air fryer. Number 6 is the automatic rice cooker. 7 is the electric domestic dishwasher. 8 is the standard garlic press. 9 are drip coffee paper filters. And 10, the kitchen single handle water faucet, where you mix hot and cold water with one hand. That's it. That's the category.
All right.
Okay.
I wonder if, let's see. Okay.
No questions? No questions? Then everybody
Pretty simple.
go to your rooms.
I have a question.
Oh,
I have a question.
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
Is it plus or minus 5 years or plus or minus 10 years? I think you said 1 and it's written 5.
Yes, plus minus 5. So it's a 10-year span,
Okay.
plus minus 5 years.
Oh, got it. Okay, now I understand. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay, Chippy, what's going on? Why are you still here? Or maybe you're not.
I have it, but I think I have too much shit up, so
Hi, Jamie.
Hey,
There it is.
Rob.
I'd recommend you go to a different room because you can watch this room on the recording, but you can't see any other rooms. So, but you said you can't do that on your own. Is that true?
No, I am. Actually, my Zoom just it updated last night, and it's all totally different than what I expected. So there's a few things I can do. Yeah, so I could jump from room to room now.
Okay,
I
good.
wasn't able to before.
All right, so it's up to you, of course.
Did microwave oven happen during the Second World War?
At
Like-
the end. Like about 45.
So that would give us a 10 to 10-year span. So you want to do 45?
I think we've had this question, and I think that's about right. Yeah. All right.
So that's really strange. I mean, I moved out on my own in 81, and it was like a new thing to buy a mic. My parents never had a microwave, never even thought about it. It wasn't like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, but was it readily available is a different question than when it got.
That's a that's a good question. I
Let's
don't
see
like
what how the question reads.
It says invention of.
Yeah. So I think they were around a lot earlier.
Okay.
I mean, that's like saying like the TV was invented in 1938 or something like
Right.
that, but that
And
doesn't
nobody
mean
really
anybody
had
used
them.
it.
Yeah, we didn't have them until the 50s. A modern electric home refrigerator. So ice boxes were in the Three Stooges, so that's like the 30s and 40s.
Yeah, but they were it was invented something
Right.
in the teens or something.
Yeah,
like
this is a problem question because of category because of that.
Maybe 1920 would give us 15 to 25.
I
Earlier
think
than-
I'd say earlier than that. Give us 1915. So
So then we got 10 to 20. All right. Induction stove. God, I don't eat. Are those readily available? I know rich people have them.
that was brand new. My sister has one.
Uh-huh. So that's maybe within the last 20 years?
Uh,
I had never heard of it before that, but that doesn't mean it wasn't around.
Yeah, it's like the microwave, huh?
Oh man.
So 90? I mean, it could be something that was invented like 75 years ago and nobody found a way to make it affordable.
Well, I'd go with 90. I mean, if we're guessing anyway, so.
That's 85 to 95. But so people really didn't start getting them until maybe the last 15 years. Ugh, this is hard.
You know what? It's funny. We just got a new oven. I think it actually has an induction. Oh no, I was thinking of convection oven or whatever.
Yeah, you're thinking convection. This is the induction
I
stove.
have no idea what an induction.
okay, I want to go earlier with the induction.
What is an
Be
induction?
more specific about your objection, sir.
1930s or even earlier.
Chippy, you are muted and we can't hear a thing you're saying.
Am I muted? I'm not muted.
Chippy is.
Carol.
Carol Chippy Stock.
Yeah. With the induction stove, my sister got one 2 years ago, and she had to buy all new pots and pans because the stove is useless unless you have these special pots and pans. And they had to throw out every pot and pan they used to have. So if you're going back to when it was invented, it couldn't have done anything without those pots and pans.
Yeah, but I mean, this is one of those things that was invented a long time ago, introduced in a World's Fair, and I can't remember which one, and then brought on the market relatively recently.
What is the
1964
difference
pan?
between what's the difference between an induction and a convection? I mean, I don't know
Convection
what
just
you
pushes hot air around.
Convection is pushing the air.
is a current through the material, and as she said, you need special pots, which I always thought was a stupid idea, and it was never going to do well.
Well, they're popular, but so okay, we need a year.
They
Anybody?
don't get hot.
1910.
I think that's too early, but Anybody else have an idea?
Were there even electric ovens at that time of any kind at that early?
Well, we're not talking about things that were uh, available to the public. We're talking about when it was invented. There are lots of things that were invented a long time before a use was discovered, like lasers, for example. They were invented in the early 50s, and they didn't find anything to use it for until the late 60s.
Let's come back to the induction stove and go to
Okay.
Tupperware.
Is
Oh, it's
Tupperware
been
like
around
around?
forever.
Well, could that be like around in like 1950?
Well, that's when all those parties happened. So I would
Yeah.
think early 50s.
They
Yeah.
were selling it in the 50s.
Yeah.
So invented. So if you said 50, you got 45 to 55.
Now, so this is somewhat different than all the other ones, I think, because that's a brand name as opposed to all the other things which are
Right.
not. So
Yeah.
I don't know how you invent a brand name of a plastic item that snaps closed if it's not when it's sold, because that's weird.
If it's the first of its kind, it's like everybody says Kleenex, no matter what the brand is.
Yeah. But this is, I think he's referring to the actual brand.
Yeah, and that's another thing that it came out in the 50s, so it was probably invented in the 40s.
Yeah, but Bill, I mean, all right, I'm going to make a plastic item that snaps closed, an item. Does that count as the invention if some corporation uses that idea and calls it Tupperware and now it sells it this year?
Well, it was invented by a guy named Tupper, so
1950 gives us 45 to 55. So we're covering both of those.
okay.
Are we okay with 50? Household air fryer.
Well, they've been dehydrating things for years. Oh, it says household.
Yeah, the air fryer.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
I don't think they
my-
were around until 10 years ago.
a buddy of mine, his mother was dehydrating
Fruit.
back in the
I
50s.
I don't think it's the same thing. The air fryer and the dehydrator are not the same appliance.
And I remember an air popcorn popper that came out in the 60s,
Yeah.
and that technically is an air fryer.
I think this category gets more problematic because the air fryer, as we know it today, is a multi-use appliance that does all kinds of things, including dehydrating and making popcorn and all that stuff. But
Do you want to call it something like 65, Bill?
I think this is why I never did this category, though it's been on my list a long time, because I started
Yeah.
looking into these things and realized it was problematic.
yeah. Well, let's put a placeholder in at 65. Automatic rice cooker is probably much older than that. I think the Japanese have had these since electricity.
1910.
I would say, yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me in Japan anyway.
Now, is there a difference between saying it's electric and being automatic, whatever that means? Like you set a timer and it does it or whatever.
No, that's a really good question, illustrating again the difficulty with the category. Yeah, you might be right. It might be one that kind of polices itself. Boop, 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 boop. So 1925, what do you guys like?
Was there automatic anything that early? There were electric things, but was there anything that was actually automatic
Well, that's a
at
good point.
that time?
An alarm clock?
Yeah. 1960? Do you like 60, 55?
Oh, I think it's
40?
older than that.
Yeah.
Earlier.
35?
45. I
Do
feel
I
like
hear
I'm
50?
hitting on something.
25?
25?
Could be.
25 would give us up till 1930. That seems, oh God. How about 30? And then we got 25 to 35.
You see, but another thing they used to do is they knew how to make rice so a mother or grandmother anybody knew how to make rice so well that they just had a big pot on the stove that they kept going
Yeah,
all the
It
time.
kept going.
But is that automatic?
Girl, stop
Well,
it.
and again, we're talking about invention, not
No.
popular use. So I figure that, by the 60s, people had automatic rice cookers. So how long would
But
it
I'm
have?
thinking that of course, with the Japanese, you never know. But the thing is, the Japanese or the Chinese or whatever, in Asia, they they are more likely for the longest time it will have done it a traditional way by, like you say, it's almost like being I always think like it's an American invention and to make everything easier. That it was not been invented in Asia because they would do things more traditionally.
Well, except that this was, after World War II is when Japan started turning into an electric and electronics.
Right.
How about 40? Do we like 40?
Well, no, then I'm thinking maybe.
I'd like to go even later, like 55, give or take.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm with the logic that Bill was using about the fact that Japan began to, industrialize and all that stuff
Electrify
later.
everything.
So it
What
should
about-
be after World War II, actually.
Yeah.
So it is.
That's-
55 would do it.
55, yeah.
So domestic dishwasher. Ooh, that's older than we think too.
It would not. It would not wash immigrants.
Oh, God.
We have a robot, maybe. I know that we had a dishwasher back in the early 60s.
Yeah, we had one in the 50s, as I recall. And they were pretty standard by early 60s. I mean, if you bought a house in the early 60s, they were in all those houses.
Would that also be something that the military would have come up with during the Second World War because of the quantities to make it easier to wash the dishes?
I think it's more likely a restaurant thing that they kind of were invented for restaurants.
I'd lean towards military because
it says domestic. It says domestic.
Yeah. Well, they had to have been invented for these other purposes before us domestics got them. So 40?
1940?
45 would give us 40 to 50.
I'd go with 45. If it's domestic and not military or restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, no, domestic means for you, for our use here, not necessarily for. It could still be a military.
Yeah. No, I think he's talking about in the household.
Because we were talking about Japan and rice cookers, and I don't think anyone thought it didn't matter what country it came from.
Okay, okay, but I'm thinking pre-World War II.
All right.
How pre?
See, again, the weird thing here is number 5, he used the word household, and here he used domestic. Does he mean something different or not?
And in 2, he used home refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, I think they're all pretty much the same thing. He's talking about stuff that we could have gotten in our houses. So how pre-war are we talking that you want to put in?
I'd like to say, what, 1930?
30 is 25 to 35. I think it's safer to put 35 and then you get 30 to 40. Or, we don't have to go in 5s. We can go in other numbers.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, though, that it was, 25 to 35, that range.
Anybody have an objection or an opinion?
I'll go with Bill if he wants to do 30.
All right. Okay, this garlic press one, there are so many types of garlic presses that who knows what the hell this one is.
How about 200 BC?
They could have had one 1,000 years ago.
It's just a big club. The garlic press. So he's probably talking about your classic sort of Xylus garlic press. which probably was invented in the late 1800s, I would think. Early 1900s. Should we say
Oh,
1900s?
when was garlic invented?
Exactly. Well, the actual press itself.
Well, I'm
Which-
saying that probably very shortly after the discovery of garlic, they figured out how to press it.
Well, like everything else, it's probably, everybody used to do it a certain way and they didn't need a press because who needs that when you have a club or a knife or something else. But
I remember watching the Galloping Gourmet ages ago, and he used a flat knife to press his
yeah,
garlic.
and most chefs will. You won't see a chef use a garlic press. It kind of
They say it ruins the garlic.
Yeah, it makes
Shouldn't press it
garlic
at
too
all.
strong. I have to admit I have one in my drawer because it's so much easier. 1900 maybe? That gives us
They're hard to clean.
Yeah, they
very
are hard
hard
to
to
clean.
clean. 1800s,
1875?
but they wouldn't be made out of metal. Then they might be made out of wood. Well, I don't know. They're
It's
very hard.
probably not too hard to clean if you put it in number 7, by the way.
Well, you can't put it in number 7 until you've already cleaned it out. Otherwise, what you end up with is kind of
cooked skin,
recooked garlic bunches. Garlic press. Okay, who 1905.
Fine.
Sounds good.
Okay. Made that shit up.
I still like 200 BC.
Yeah.
It's probably just as close.
We'll fight for it later. Drip garlic coffee.
I think Jamie's going to get a lot of hate on this one.
Yeah,
plus or minus 5 with something that could be centuries or thousands of years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Drip coffee filters.
When did Mr. Coffee come out?
No, they were way before that because
I know. I didn't know. I never heard that he came out. Is he?
Come off it.
Melita, I was living in Europe, and long before I heard about Mr. Coffee, and they used Melita coffee filters.
That's right. What? Okay.
And they made all.
It's got to be the 20s.
They used them all over, but it was earlier, much earlier.
Yeah. So 1910. Because they've had those bun coffee makers in restaurants forever.
But they used to just put the filter in a wedge, like the Melita machine, and pour in the water. Or they would also use paper towels.
Now, I tend to always think when I think of inventions, everything's military. Could it have been during the First World War?
Makes as much sense.
I think it was even earlier than that.
Well, the question is
like 1910. 1910.
Who's manufacturing them and how are they doing it? Because
1910 is fine.
Now, the Melita is the first thing that I ever heard about paper filters, and they were around in Europe before World War One.
So there you
That
are.
makes sense. Okay, number 10, kitchen single handle water faucet that mixes hot and cold.
I only got one 3 years ago.
Well, we'll put that.
I've got one and I hate it. Trouble is, I'm in an apartment. I can't change it.
Well, you could probably ask to change it.
What do you hate about it?
Well, I can never get the temperature I want. It's either burning my hand or too cold, and it takes too long to.
They're not really very precise, and when they get a little bit off, when they're not actually calibrated correctly, they can really mess you up.
Well, I'm very short, and I can't reach it when it's pushed back towards the wall. I have to stand on my tippy toes to turn it on. I don't like that.
So would something like that be like Ben going? It seems like 1950 seems to be the number for everything here, but something like the 50s.
Could be earlier. I don't know. If they used it for military, it's a different story.
They probably still don't have them in the military.
They're too expensive.
They're too highfalutin.
And they break easily.
Okay, so what are we gonna do for it? So single-handed water faucet 1950? I'm
Let's
putting
see,
in 50.
Well, put it down unless somebody comes up with something else.
All right, and we have to go back to one. We have the induction stove we haven't come up with. Final call on induction stove.
Bill, any ideas?
I think it's more recent, but I don't know. I have no idea.
30 seconds. You also don't have number, oh, we do have number 2. It's just on the line above. Okay.
Yeah, it's on a different line. Water
25.
50.
see.
Induction stove.
1950.
It was
50?
earlier than that.
Pre-war?
10 seconds.
Pre-World War One.
Okay,
No,
1914.
we're not-
1910. 1910.
1910.
Oh, that's way too early, but okay.
Boy, that was last second.
Okay. Did everyone finish, or do you need more time?
That was fun. We had 3 to
Ages
go and we got the
ago.
2 minute. So
Do you want a few more minutes?
we had,
Or-
no,
We could use another minute or two.
Yeah, but if you gave us more time, we could spend the way that rate that we were going, we would take another 10 minutes. So
You're here, Avi. You're here.
Okay. Is Rob
Jamie,
there?
you made me glad I never did this category because I think you're going to get a lot of hate for plus or minus 5. This is going to be a lighthouse, is my prediction.
I think we should just keep going. We just go on.
Let's go for it.
I thought it was
The
generous.
discussion
Okay.
was good about the history.
I like Kevin saying he thought we'd be really close on all of these, and I'm like thinking,
Still like 200 BC for the garlic press.
Yeah, but it turned out to be a complicated category, and I explained it in a few minutes. I actually learned something during the game, but the reason I came up with the category was a couple of days ago we bought our first air fryer, and geez, it's fantastic. We've been eating every meal has been with the air fryer. It's like one of the best inventions we ever used. It's changing our lives completely.
I bought one a half a year ago, and I just put it on the counter day before yesterday. And yes, I agree with you, Jamie.
Reheating chicken, it's superior for reheating chicken in any type of poultry. You don't get the nasty taste from the microwave. And we've had ours since 2019.
It's fantastic. Yeah,
When you first
it's
introduced
absolutely
the category, I
Stop
knew you were
selling
gonna
this
have
fryer.
microwave on that list, but I also thought you were going to have bread machines on the list.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of that one.
Yeah,
I
I thought that would be on the list, but I thought microwave would be on there. And there it was, number 1.
Well, we talked about microwave ovens, a couple of times in previous games. So I did it intentionally because everyone talked about it. Okay, the answers. So number 1, the microwave oven. The invention was in 1945. So 1940 to 1950. And it was developed by a fellow named Percy Spencer. And I think people mentioned that he was working with radar systems, and his chocolate melted in his pocket, and he unintentionally invented the microwave oven.
Yeah, I had this one as one of the questions in accidental inventions, and that was the story. Yes.
That's the one. And the first oven
We
that
were
was made was
confused.
actually, yeah.
We debated about, were you talking about when the technology was invented or when the actual household appliance was invented? We had great
Yeah.
conversation about that.
Well, see, the category is the invention of modern commercially successful kitchen appliances. So not only did he, discover the fact that microwave technology heats up food, but he actually did develop the first oven himself.
Well, Leonard did say, I put down both. I put down the answer we said for the commercial, the household, but Leonard did say 1945. So I'm counting it.
Yeah. Yeah, so he made the first oven, and the first commercial oven was actually 6 feet high and weighed 750 pounds. It was the first commercial microwave oven.
Yeah, I
Number
moved
2.
that from house to house. I still have one.
Okay, number two, the modern electric home refrigerator. And I said it because instead of ice boxes or commercial refrigerations, this is used in your home. So the first home refrigerator electric was made in 1913.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It was 1908,
Woohoo!
1908 to 1918.
We almost
And it
nailed
was
that
invented
one.
by,
We were so close.
invented by a fellow named Fred Wolf. The first mechanical refrigeration, the concept was in 1834, the idea of using compressed gases. Frigidaire actually made a self-contained, the biggest producer, early producer, was Frigidaire in 1923. So they were the first mass manufacturer.
And I did make a joke about a Victorian electric home refrigerator.
Yeah.
As opposed to a modern one.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 3, the induction stove. Westinghouse manufactured and developed the first modern induction stove in 1971.
Wow.
So it's 1966 to 1976. I thought it was much
close, but no cigar.
But the idea, this is why the wording is confusing. The concept of using induction in order to cook was actually introduced at the 1933 Chicago World's Fair. It was just a concept. Nothing was ever manufactured, developed. It was Westinghouse who actually manufactured it and sold it.
Ramiro, I guess neither of us was right.
Number 4, Tupperware. The chemist Earl Tupper in Leominster, Massachusetts, he developed Tupperware in 1946. So it's 1941 to 1951. Number 5, the household air fryer. It's the newest item. That was in 2005.
We got one.
We got one.
2010.
On the dot, too.
Yay. So the fellow who invented it, his name was Fred van der Veege. He was from the Netherlands. And it was a way to produce crispy French fries without using deep frying technique. So it's a Dutch invention.
When was the date?
2005.
So he invented the Dutch oven?
The Dutch oven. Number 6, the automatic rice cooker. Toshiba invented the automatic rice cooker in 1955.
Ooh, right on.
Did you
On
say
the dot.
Did you say 55?
1955. So it's 1950 to 1960. And by 1960, more than half of Japanese homes were using automatic rice cookers. Okay. Number 7, the electric domestic dishwasher. The first electric unit was developed and sold by the German company Miele in 1929.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So 1924 to 1934.
So these
Before
are
then,
as opposed to the electric undomesticated dishwashers.
The free range.
Those are wild. Those are very wild. Yeah.
Feral dishwasher. The feral.
I prefer free range.
But so Miele made the first household, and they may have been before then large commercial systems, but for the house, it was 1929. The first mechanical dishwasher done by hand was in 1850 in the U.S. Number 8, the garlic press, the modern. What do you think of a garlic press? That was in 1950.
Really?
Ah.
I thought the thing was ancient.
No, from 1945 to 1955 is the answer.
It's still like 200 BC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of Abraham Lincoln putting garlic on a spaghetti.
So the modern garlic press was invented in Switzerland by this fellow Karl Zeilis. We still make it today. If you go and buy Zeilis
Yeah,
garlic
but
presses.
there are a ton of other kinds of garlic presses.
Yeah, this is the standard type of garlic press.
Well, there's the Swiss garlic press does a whole bunch of other things too besides garlic.
Can opener and a corkscrew.
Yeah. Number 9, drip coffee paper filters. That was designed in 1908.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
1903 to 1913 by Melita Benz in Dresden, Germany. So if they sell them today, Melita coffee filters.
I still use them.
Yeah, they still use them. 1908. And finally, number 10, the single-handle water faucet was invented in 1937, which is 1932 to 1942. And it was invented by Alfred Moen, which I think everyone heard of, the Moen Company.
Yes.
At the time, he was a student. He was a student at the University of Washington, as a kid, he invented the first faucet. Then now Moen is like the world's biggest faucet company.
The thing with the paper coffee filters, they were very hip and popular in the 1960s. And I don't remember seeing them before that, but maybe it was because I didn't drink a lot of, my parents liked the percolator, and otherwise I didn't see coffee made with drip coffee filters.
Yeah, everybody
Oh.
had percolators, but nobody used drip coffee. Nobody understood good tasting coffee in the United States back then.
Yeah, that's
Sam,
true.
you gonna put the answers in the chat?
Yep, right now.
Boy, that was food for thought.
Good.
Yeah.
That was mind-bending.
Only the garlic press.
The thing with the
Appliances
garlic
for
press, I
thought.
knew that was not
Food, I get it.
I thought
I
it was
see
gonna be
what you did
really
there.
old.
technology.
Yeah, that's a standard garlic press.
Okay, still waiting for those, but while we do that, let's get the scores. So team one, let me get to the score sheet here. Oh, okay, I gotta copy those out. For Susan, so I don't forget. Let's see if it lets me do them all at once. Very good, thank you. Okay, so scores starting with, guess we just go in order. Both Trump and the 737 MAX have a few screws loose. What'd you do?
We have 6.
Wow.
No, really, I'm telling you, there are Jews tunneling underneath my house.
We have 5.
What was it?
5.
5, okay. President Biden, I've got SEAL Team 6 on hold.
5.
Not as bad as I thought. Does Cat have rabies?
Yes.
Give it to me again.
6.
6.
6.
The number of the beast, the rabid beast. Yes.
And if we don't win, we send in SEAL Team 6.
2.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That was more like I
Uh-oh.
thought everyone was going to get.
We're in trouble
Yeah.
now.
We're all over the map about that. Sometimes too early, sometimes too late.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm really surprised at how well most of the teams did. Okay, where
We were
is-
off by one year on the fridge.
Wow.
Dropped out. Yeah.
Okay, so that average was again better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so Avi, you're up.
All right.
So what was the average?
That's a good question. Why did this thing drop all the way down to the
A
bottom?
bit less than 5, probably.
Weird. It was 4.8.
Okay, so my category is Germany and Prague.
Ah, okay.
Those are different things.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And I was in both of them recently.
Germany and Prague.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm ready to.
You get to mute us all.
Yeah, Kyle.
I'll do the honors.
Give me a second. I'm working on it.
Prepare to mutilate.
Or we could all just do it ourselves and be nice.
Right.
There's
But that
always
breaks
somebody who doesn't.
There we go.
Okay. Question number 1. Which of the following is not the English translation of a German state? Is it Bavaria, Berlin, Hamburg, Munich, or Saxony? Question number 2. First posted on the German Usenet in 1994, there is a satirical conspiracy that a certain German city doesn't actually exist. What city is it? Is it Bielefeld, Bochum, Bonn, Dortmund, or Gießen? Number 3. Which person, famous for founding a branch of alternative medicine near the start of the 1800s, studied medicine in Leipzig, Vienna, and Erlangen? Number 4. How many countries border Germany? Number 5. What Spanish island is jokingly considered Germany's 17th state? Number 6. Who is the current chancellor of Germany? Number 7. This person, who is in fact not related to me, founded the first Waldorf school in Stuttgart, Germany in 1919. Who are they? Number 8. The Bayreuth Festival is a festival which occurs annually in Bayreuth, Germany. What is the main thing that happens at this festival? You need to be specific. Number 9. In what month does Oktoberfest begin? And here's the Prague question. Number 10. There are a certain number of defenestrations which are referred to by the illustrious title Defenestrations of Prague, although the significance of one of them is up for debate. How many? And I have a bonus question. Rinderkennzeichnungs- und Rindfleischetikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz was a law of the German state of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern from 1999, repealed in 2013. It is often used as an example of how nouns can be compounded virtually unlimitedly in German. What was it about?
I'm kind of sad that there's not a single Rammstein question in this group.
I'm upset you didn't ask us to define defenestration.
Send us to our rooms. We've been bad.
The extent, especially since this is something I bet which I really the minute you tell me that I need to know a name of a person and it's not someone I know, it's hopeless.
1 second. Rob, you're in the wrong room.
Why am I in the wrong room?
I thought you're not in this room.
No, he's in this room because we're in team 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Avi, you're supposed
You're
to
Right. Okay. Haha. I'm
So you're
forgetting.
supposed to hop around and not say anything.
No, you're supposed to participate.
Bye, Avi.
Bye. Trying to kick me out. Not that I'm going to be any help here. Yeah, that would have been good if he could stay. I'm sure he could answer all these.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are a member of the team, Rob. We need you.
Oh my God, I don't know any of these.
I don't either. Does anybody know any of these?
I know that Rudolf Steiner created the Waldorf School.
Which one? Which one
That's
is that?
number 7. Founded.
Are you sharing the screen?
And who is it?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Rudolf Steiner.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's why he said he's not a relative. Okay.
Not related,
That's
right.
good. Thought that might be the case. Somebody's studying.
And I think I've been working on a list of countries that surround Germany.
Me too.
And I just have a question about it. I've come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've come up with a list. I'm not sure if Denmark.
Yes.
Does it?
Positively.
Okay, so here's what I've come up with.
Okay.
And you check me on this. So I've got Poland.
Yes.
Czech Republic.
Really? Okay.
Well, tell me yes or no. I don't know. Austria.
Yes.
Switzerland.
Maybe.
Coming around. Then France.
Yes.
Netherlands. Up here. And then I didn't know if Denmark. I don't know.
Yes, for Denmark. What about Liechtenstein?
I don't have any idea where Liechtenstein is.
Yeah.
Was that the little duchy between France and Germany?
It's the little tiny one where it is. I mean, with the name Liechtenstein, it's very Germanic there.
Yeah.
If we have Netherlands, would it be also like Belgium and Luxembourg? So they're like those three are like around each other, right?
Is Luxembourg a country or a city?
Luxembourg. Oh, I did drive through Luxembourg on my way to between Germany and France. Let me think.
I think it's a
because I'm thinking also about Belgium.
Yeah, is like
Belgium on there
Netherlands,
too?
Belgium and Luxembourg. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So what's the number that results in?
So did you say, is Italy on the south?
No.
No.
Italy is south of Switzerland. My problem with Switzerland is I'm not sure if you have to go through Austria to get to Switzerland from Germany or whether it's actually connected.
Well, I think they're connected, in German. I do think they're connected, but
I would guess that they're connected is only because German is one of the national languages.
I was just going to say German is one. I think there's 4 national languages in Switzerland and German is one of them.
Okay, so we've got, let's see, Poland, Austria, Switzerland, France, Denmark, and then we're debating Netherlands, Belgium, and Liechtenstein and Luxembourg.
I sort of do think Belgium is one. Don't know where Liechtenstein is and Luxembourg.
I would tend to say yes too, like Liechtenstein. If all of these, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that would be 10 because I don't have Liechtenstein and Luxembourg written down. Where do you think Liechtenstein is?
Can I suggest you guys table this because other teams might just guess a number there and they might have all the rest of them done and we're going to get called back.
Well, let's just put a number now from what we have and come back to it.
Okay.
Time. Give me a number, 9 or 10.
7, 8, 9. 9. Let's go 9. I would say number 1. The one is not a German state. I would say Berlin because that's a city, although it could be a city-state.
I didn't understand the question.
Oh, which of the following is not a German state? State as in like we have states, they have regions as well that divide up the country.
No, it says which of the following is not
An
Oh, yeah,
English
I guess
translation.
the English translation is not the
So
English.
which is not a German state, and he wrote it in English. In other words, he didn't use the German word.
I see.
Gotcha. All right.
My guess, and this is just a guess, would be Berlin, because remember, Berlin means a donut.
It does.
Yeah, the whole thing was that when Kennedy went there and he said he tried to speak in German and say I'm a Berliner, remember?
Oh,
And he
okay.
basically said I'm a jelly donut. So
Okay.
I would think that probably would make it not the name of a state of a real city.
Okay.
That's,
I'm good with that.
that's the only reason I have. I don't know German, but we do have to hurry up.
All right.
Right.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Okay, let's see. First posted on the German Usenet in 94, there's a satirical conspiracy that a certain German city doesn't actually exist. No clue.
No idea. Anybody have a guess?
Bielefeld.
Bielefeld, okay. We can come back to it. Who was it that invented that? I'm going to know the name immediately, but I've
I've
never
sort of
done it.
heard this. I've heard this and I don't know.
It starts with an H, I think.
But which branch of alternative medicine?
Homeopathy.
Homeopathy, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it starts with an H. Oh.
I think it starts with an H, but I don't remember.
Oh, geez. God, I've seen this name so many times written.
Yeah.
I've seen it so many times, but I never can remember. Should we go on and come back?
Yeah.
Number 5. What Spanish island is jokingly considered Germany's 17th state? Huh, that means there are 16 of them.
I think this is Mallorca. There's like a lot of German triathletes that go train in Mallorca.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good reason.
Yep.
Who
The
is
current
the current-
chancellor?
I
The
think
man-
some.
So has Merkel stepped?
Yes,
stepped
there's a
down?
man
Yes.
who just replaced her about a year ago.
He's
But I don't know his name.
I think Scholz something wrong. Oh, Olaf Scholz or something like that.
Oops, okay.
Schultz?
I don't know how it's spelled.
Doesn't matter. And I don't know what that festival was either. Do you know?
No.
Anybody?
No.
And now I'm going to say something really stupid. For number 9, isn't it October?
I think it's this September. Like it starts late September and then it
Yeah,
goes into
Oktoberfest,
October.
it made it too obvious, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what that festival is.
Oh, isn't Hahnemann is the homeopathy guy, right?
What is it? Hannah what?
Hahnemann?
Yes. Hanneman. Yeah.
Henneman?
Or Holloman.
Holloman. I like Holloman better.
Hahnemann. Hahnemann. Is it
Hahnemann.
Hahnemann?
Well,
That's-
I don't know how close
Something
we
like
have
that.
to get.
That's what came to me.
Hanneman or Holloman? Holloman. It's something
Like
very much
H-A, like H-A,
Holloman.
H-A, like ha, H-A-H, Hahnemann. H-A-H-N, or something like that.
Well, it's something very much like that.
Something,
That's it.
yeah, whatever, yeah.
They'll give it to us. Okay, want to have a guess on this festival?
Something to do with pretzels.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was
Cool.
thinking.
I
Rob.
like that.
Or Bratwurst. Bratwurst.
Yeah, either that, either a wurst or a pretzel, right?
Because we already
Well,
have the
pretzels are
beer
worse.
festival.
What happened?
The beer festival is taken, so
Okay, which are we? Number 10?
Mhm. Maybe the worst is better because aren't pretzels Austrian?
I have no.
I don't know.
Doesn't.
Leave it. Feel terrible if I tell you to change the right answer.
10. There are a certain number of defenestrations which are referred to by the illustrious title Defenestrations of Prague, although the significance of one of them is up for debate. How many?
What does defenestration mean?
Isn't that throwing people out of a window to like kill them?
Oh,
What?
Never heard
I'll
of that.
push them off a roof. What's it? No, but I think I read that somewhere.
I didn't think so, but maybe you're right.
Let's make up a number. How many?
No idea.
That is so,
Should be,
I don't know.
should be plus or minus.
so weird.
I mean, it must be a low number, right? Otherwise, he would have given us a plus or minus.
That's right.
I hope
I was thinking, what do we want to guess, 3 or 4 or something?
3 is fine, I guess.
I like my 6. I don't know why. It just
6.
popped in my head.
6.
But if you only had 3, why would they give it a title?
And
wow. Mumbo jumbo is a law of the German state of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern something from 1999, repealed in 2013. Often used as an example of how many nouns can be compounded virtually unlimitedly in German. What was it about?
Anyone speak German?
well, Fleisch sounds like meat, right? Like flesh, Rindfleisch. So
Right.
something to do with meat.
Rinder can
Meat something, Uber something.
Flesh. It's wow.
This
No.
might be the sausage one. I think it's got something to do with meat, only because of Fleisch.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
illegal to grind people up and eat them or something. Rinder.
The law. How to make sausage, something like that.
So you have hyphens in there. Did you do that intentionally to break it up, or was that some artifact of pasting?
I just copied it.
No, there's no, I'm looking at the chat. There's no dashes in it.
there is in my chat.
Yeah, I
There are
just
hyphens.
That
all I
is
did was
Hyphens.
really.
all I did was copy it.
Yeah, I have hyphens as well.
I
If you,
did too.
if you stretch it out so your chat is not wrapping, do that.
I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Now I don't
Oh,
have
you like
hyphens.
to, oh, I see.
It's a very, very long word.
So there are actually no hyphens in the entire word. It's just the chat was wrapping it and putting hyphens in.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I see.
Well, I know
Yeah.
to do that. I got
Holy.
a lot of jokes on Facebook when they showed up. My sister-in-law did a puzzle. It was like one of these 5-letter puzzles words, and I just made a comment saying I didn't know Germany had words with only 5 letters.
Yeah.
People laughed a lot. They have these huge words that are just conglomerations. I bet it has something to do with meat because of the Fleisch.
Should we say something about like meat regulation?
Well, thinking how sausage is so important there, right? Something
Yeah.
about making sausage or laws for making sausage. It's a law, right?
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
So my
I
guess
wonder
would be
how specific we need to be. Like if we went with meat, would that be too general for them to give us a point?
just meat, I think would. We need a law.
Yeah. Is there something? Yeah.
That's why I said sausage making.
Yeah.
A law
I'm
about
fine
how
with
to
that.
make sausage or something.
Well, it just
I'm
says
fine
what's
with
it about. Probably doesn't. We don't need to know the details. Sausage
Maybe
making
just
sounds
like
good.
regulating meat or something.
Regulating meat, would that be too general?
Yeah, I think so. But regulating sausage making. The reason I keep saying sausage is because that is such
Uh-oh.
a part of Germany, right?
1 minute.
I'm writing regulating sausage making unless you object.
It looks fine.
That's
Do
fine.
you, do you have
Does it
more?
need to be making? Does it need to say making rather than like?
Howdy.
Rob, you're probably gonna have to move me back to my room after this because I messed up that, but whatever.
Okay, remind me when
Here.
when the next round starts.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Rob.
Hey, hi, Karen.
I'll need to be assigned as well.
Hi, Vincent.
Hi,
We're recording.
obviously.
Obviously.
I knew that. Oh, look at all these people here.
I hear a
There's
Vincent.
Vincent, we've been up in
Hi.
the air about whether we're being recorded or not. It's been
Oh,
really
geez.
dramatic.
Yeah. Rob already did that.
Thank you for getting here.
Okay, dokie. That was an interesting one.
Okay, is everyone back?
Yeah.
Everyone that isn't back, raise their hand.
Okay. For number one, the answer is Munich. So Berlin and Hamburg are what are called city states. So they're both cities and states. I think like the state area is a little bit bigger than the city, but they're considered city states. But Munich is just a city in Bavaria, or as the Germans call it, Bayern. I think it might be the capital, but I'm not entirely sure.
It is the capital.
Okay. For number two is Bielefeld. This is actually even referred to in a one of Angela Merkel's speeches. This conspiracy. Um, in the as a side note, all the answers I gave to that question or the options were names of different cities where there's a university. There are a lot more universities, but there is a university in each of those cities.
That letter A for number two?
Yes.
Deborah, if you can hear me, everyone has the power to unmute themselves. So if you can't, it's not on our end. I would go back out, try to come back in, and maybe redo Zoom.
So for number three, this person is not the osteopathy guy. The osteopathy guy is actually from Kirksville, Missouri, which is where I just did a job interview. But this is Samuel Hahnemann.
Yay!
The homeopathy guy.
Homeopathy guy.
Oh, homeopathy guy. Another bullshit thing.
Yay for homeopathy.
Four.
You got one right.
So this one is a tricky one. It's also a classic German trivia question. So like I asked some German friends about this and say, yeah, this is a classic question. The answer is 9.
Oh, we missed one.
So close.
There's Denmark, Poland, Czechia, Switzerland, Austria, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands.
Oh, Netherlands.
So how's the answer none?
9.
9.
Close.
There is no answer.
Which
The
means
answer
no.
is 9.
Means none.
Yeah.
None. 9.
Okay, so
Okay.
the 17th state is the jokingly 17th state. Is Mallorca. Spelling doesn't matter because there's different spellings, but it's Mallorca. I gave a little Wikipedia link to the section of the Mallorca article where this is mentioned.
That's M-Y.
MALLORC.
Okay.
There are even different spellings in the article.
Okay, the Spanish one is Mallor.
CA.
CA.
So this was kind of tragic. One of the teams seemed to mention the correct name at one point of the chancellor, then changed it. It's Olaf Scholz, not Schultz.
How close do we have to be in the spelling of the Schultz
You don't
part?
as long as it's pronounced Schultz.
Well, if you got a lisp, we're right on.
Schultz.
I see nothing.
Nothing.
For number 7, so that's 7 is Rudolf Steiner.
Uncle Rudolph.
All right. Good team.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
A lot of very, very weird beliefs.
Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is more based in reality than Rudolph Steiner.
Oh,
and isn't Olaf one of
that
the
statement says a lot.
the singing, dancing snowman? And
He's very ethereal.
Yes, Olaf is the snowman in Frozen.
The number 8, as long as you mention Wagner, I'll give it to you. The music and operas of Richard Wagner are performed.
How about if we just said opera?
It's not enough.
I did say Wagner, the Ring stuff, when we were talking about it.
Because it's only Wagner that's performed there. It's actually, even to this day, it is run by the Wagner family. Also, if you want to get tickets there, you apparently need to get like a year in advance. So, Oktoberfest begins not in October, it begins in September.
Does it ever actually end?
Yeah, I think it originally was in October, but there was some probably tourism reason they wanted it to be in September. I don't remember exactly. So for number 10, there were 3 events called the Defenestrations of Prague.
Great guess.
I did a good guess, didn't I, Lee?
We're close.
Finally, I was hoping there was somebody here who knows German or something. This one is the supervision of the labeling of beef. Did anyone get that entirely correct?
Is
no cow tipping close enough?
Labeling of beef.
We put beef labeling.
Yeah.
Did it correspond with the mad cow?
It could have. But if you put beef labeling, then if somebody said beef labeling, then I'm going to give only that team the point.
We have meat label enforcement.
That works too.
Our answer was cuter, though. I'm just gonna.
I think so.
I think so too.
Cute as everything.
Yep.
Give them credit for entertaining us if they will so announce.
I will give you kudos.
Hey, Bill.
But we have to hear the answer.
Hang on, Bill. Was that a guess, or did you know that 3 was the answer for 10?
It was an educated guess.
Okay.
That's what it sounded like.
Mine was an uneducated guess, and I got it too.
Yeah, Jane's with a great dart throw.
Either will work.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Well, let's see. Where do we start? Let's see if the team with 2 can possibly catch up this round. So, how about if we don't win, we send in SEAL Team 6? What'd you guys do?
4.
Oh, that's not
Doubled your score.
With a name like that, we ought to give them credit 10 all the way through.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe another round will be a topic that we know everything about.
No, really, I'm telling you, there are Jews tunneling under my house.
We had 7.
We hit 7.
For the lead. President Biden, I've got SEAL Team 6 on hold.
Thanks to the bonus, we got 10.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Roaring back.
Wow.
I want that team.
Well, you know what happens when you come to the game late, Vincent. It's not my
I know. I know what happened.
Does Cat have rabies?
Are we giving ourselves the Chancellor of Germany? Did we get close enough on that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so too. We couldn't spell it, but we knew it.
Right. We said it correctly. We just didn't spell it correctly. I have 6. We're not getting the opera one. I did say
Well-
Wagner.
He said no. Well, you said Wagner, but I don't know.
But what we wrote down was opera.
Okay. Yeah, we just wrote down opera. I didn't.
Okay.
That's fine. You may have mentioned it, but I didn't realize that was needing as part of it.
And both Trump and the 737 MAX have a few screws loose.
We had 9.
Ooh.
Nine?
Wow.
Nine?
Ooh.
Nine?
Interesting.
So they had nothing?
Nine.
It's German category. I'm sorry.
Yeah, having 9.
Wow. So what do we do now? We have 2 new people and we have a very bottom team here. I guess we'll do that. Right? We have
I'll arm wrestle anybody.
we
to
have
be on
Karen and we
Wendy's,
have
Kyle,
Vincent.
Kat,
We're gonna go.
etc.
We need all the help we can get.
I think we deserve both of them.
Well,
And
do we
they-
have any teams that are going to lose people soon?
I have what? Where am I?
I'm staying the whole
I
night.
have to leave now. After
And
Can
we
you hear
only
me?
have 4 people.
I can go on whatever team is fine.
okay, I just want to say
it's fine.
goodbye. Thank you. It was great fun.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Chippy.
Take
Good to
care.
see you. Good to see you again.
Chippy.
Okay,
Hi,
bye.
Chippy.
Good night.
Do we get to fight over Vincent?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Rob, I'm going to be in and out because I'm getting packages delivered,
Okay.
and they don't speak English. It's giving directions, so I'm going to be in and out when during delivery. It's a nightmare. So I might be in and out once in a while.
Okay.
While
All right.
Rob is
So
pondering that,
let's see who's up. Carl is up. But
think
Are we
except-
having a break?
Except it's break time. So
while
Well,
Rob ponders
photo
that,
and
in
break
a
time.
break, I put that if I'm not Facebook friends with contacts with you already, and you want to be friends, I put my whatchamadoodle in there. What do you call it?
Robert, are we doing a picture? Because otherwise I got to walk the dog.
So somebody's
picture,
got to
yes.
take it. I can't get everybody on one screen. Who can do that? Carl, I think you've done it before. Is your setup?
I can. Hold on.
I can if needed as well.
Rob, did you know that in the settings you can switch it to like I think it's 48 people?
49.
Yep. Okay, I can do it.
I actually have it set that way, but because I'm on Susan's account, apparently it switched back to the old way, which is weird.
Oh,
She
weird.
probably does. I don't know what's going on.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Here we go. Everybody be ready. And
Very nicely.
boom. Okay.
All right.
All right, 5 minutes.
Thank you.
I will messenger Susan with it.
Oh, Lee, I love your sign. That's so sweet.
I got a printer right next door. So,
So I'm still on the same team as what Rob assigned me to then?
I think so. You can
I
check with him
guess.
when he gets back. I'm gonna go re-ice this because it wasn't fully frozen when I pulled it out. I think. Thanks. Got my house picture here. And Lee, did you give Peggy that llama?
yeah, that's her dog George, and I brought down a little llama stuffed toy for him since Peggy
That's
was
so
with us.
cute.
Yeah, she had a spare bedroom and let me stay there Friday night.
Nice.
I brought a bag of liver dog treats and a stuffed llama, so I figure that's getting off pretty cheap for a hotel room, right?
That's
You
a hell of a
also brought
hostess gift.
bag. You also brought a bag of something else.
Well, that was for Susan.
Yeah.
Is it illegal in some states?
Susan is a big gardener. Every
Oh.
gardener loves compost.
I thought you were going to bring her milk duds.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
That
brought her the
too.
milk duds too. Yeah, but I
Did you bring the milk duds? I did. I knew somebody did. I didn't know it was you.
yeah, I brought her a case of milk duds, and I also brought her I don't know, about 25 pounds of llama poop.
A gift that keeps on giving.
So great.
That was pretty shitty of you, Lee.
But in the best,
Well, you know, it's
in
one
the
of those
best of
figure-
ways.
You know, people give you shit figuratively
Yeah.
or literally, and I did it literally. Yeah.
How
You
was
know,
it
if you're a
transporting
gardener, llama poop is just, you know, people absolutely love this stuff.
You should
How did
sell
you
it.
transport it so that you didn't have to like smell it the entire time?
I have a lot of feed bags, so I just, you know, filled up a feed bag halfway full, then twisted the top and tied it up with bale, you know, string from hay bales. So it was, yeah.
What do you feed your llamas? What kind of hay?
Alfalfa, plus they have 20 acres or 10 acres of pasture. So, you know,
Okay.
so they eat a lot of grass and weeds and anything else they can reach, and then plus alfalfa, especially in the wintertime because it gets a little cold. Well, nothing like, never mind. I'm a California wuss when I talk about cold, and then people are talking about 20 and 40 below zero. You know, my brain shuts down. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I get upset when I have to take out a credit card and scrape a little ice off a windshield a couple times a year.
Are you complaining about my
It's
weather?
amusing that you could do that with just a credit card.
You get ice on your windshield?
Yeah, a couple times a year.
I had
Oh my
some the other
gosh.
day, but the windshield wipers took care of it after I had the thing
Yeah.
on blower on for a little while.
Hey, Kat, what's the temperature in Edmonton right now?
Let me just check. It's minus. Oh, it's warmed up. It's minus 33.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
That's in metric, right?
It hardly
It's in
matters.
Celsius,
At that-
yes.
It's so close at that point.
Down around there, they're pretty
It's
close. to the
ungodly
same.
cold.
it's
But
minus
it-
31 here.
The wind chill's minus 45. So
Oh, I
that's
don't know
colder.
what the wind chill is here. We don't have much of a wind chill here.
we
But it
do.
was cold.
Yeah. Tomorrow
Yep.
it's supposed to be a high of minus 32. So
Yeah.
wind chill
It
minus
was-
47.
It was plus 35 in my house when I left for work this morning.
But not,
So it was a
not
little-
centigrade.
Not centigrade, no.
No.
But I know that like 32 is freezing. So it's like, that's
Yeah.
balmy.
Oh yeah.
Because at minus 40, they're the same. And then they diverge again. But
Yeah.
like I say, it's effing cold. That's why my shirt just says chillin'. Because I'm chilling like a
Chillin'.
villain.
You could just put your hand outdoors for a little while.
Yeah.
And then got frostbite.
But frostbite in under 5 minutes. So
Well, then don't do it for 5 minutes.
right.
For like
You did a-
20,
you did a
25
throw-
seconds.
There's
or
a
so.
Star Trek
When
rule: do it for
water
4
off-
minutes and 59 seconds.
Well, I keep having to ice this stupid thing. And I'm like, yeah, I just need to shove it in a snowbank.
Cat, keep it up.
Yeah. That's why I'm sitting like this a lot, is so that I can
Yeah, keep
prop
it up.
But and it's like, because every time I put it down, the pain is excruciating. So
It must.
I get that joke.
Does it throb?
Kat, did you get it?
Yeah.
Keep
What?
it up. Ice on it. Keep it up.
keep it up. If you fall on ice, do you even bother to get up? Because you got to put ice on it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. No, I fell. I slipped on ice and permanently busted an arm. But
Ugh.
I sued somebody for it and got about 40 grand out of the deal. So
Oh my gosh.
Still not worth it.
Yeah.
Monday,
So,
I fell
no.
downstairs. Wednesday, I got bit by the stray cat. I'm having a really rough week, okay? It's just really rough.
Oh,
It'll get better.
you got
Uh,
bit by a cat?
Yeah.
My brother used to fly to the
Scratched?
South Pole with the
That's-
Navy.
Yeah,
And court
cat got
martial
bit by her.
offense. Court martial offense to get frostbite.
Well,
Oh,
because
wow. How
then
does
it
that
goes
work?
black, necrotic, and dies. It's gross. Nobody wants frostbite.
They were like punishing you twice.
Well, no, the thing is that it was, they trained you to avoid it. And if you got frostbite, it was because you didn't follow orders.
Uh-huh.
So, Rob, am I still on the same team that you assigned me to then, or what?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, so we're back.
Sorry,
back.
Kat, sorry, one sec. Kat, my dad wants to know if Jamie has visited you recently.
Yes, it's his fault.
What is? I don't understand. What is this?
Jamie is the destroyer of worlds.
Yes, Jamie did a whole trivia category about all the catastrophes that happened to places that
Oh,
he visited.
okay. My dad was
So-
telling me about this.
Several times he's done that. There's enough
Yeah, I did it a
on the
couple
planet
times.
he's destroyed.
So yes, it's Jamie's fault. I'm not having a bad
Yeah.
week. Jamie's just been in town.
He's
I
kind of
just
the
happened to-
Forrest Gump of disasters.
Yeah, I just happened to visit you that day.
My whole state has a restraining order against him.
Can we make it a federal holiday? Like if disaster's going to strike.
Yeah.
Well, it'll take a little bit of doing, but maybe we could arrange one for Monday.
So what happens Monday?
It's MLK Day.
Well, what was the
MLK.
category you
federal
did,
holiday.
Jamie? You did a category about disasters, right?
Yeah, I did two
Places he
categories.
visited. Yeah.
Places we visited that had disasters either during our visit or after we visited.
And it could just be the fact that I have too many black cats in my life. I don't know, but it's just been a weird, rough week.
Yeah, don't pick on the black
Oh
cat
wait,
or
so
black cat.
Kat, when you said that a cat bit you, do you mean that you bit yourself?
No, actually, a feline bit me. I'm very good about not biting myself. I only bite others when they ask me nicely. But no, this is quite like puncture wounds on this side and this side.
God, but it must be a tough bite.
Did you get checked
It
out?
hurts.
Did you
Can't
get
imagine.
checked out by a doctor?
No.
No.
You might
You-
want to
you-
go see
you-
about getting
yes.
antibiotics.
I'm
Yeah.
getting
They're
antibiotics
convinced that it works
delivered to me
different here.
tomorrow. Sorry, Kyle?
No, it'd make it a healthcare system joke.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't need tetanus. I don't care if I die from rabies at this point. And antibiotics are being delivered to me tomorrow. So
Okay,
that's
good. I got
that's all
bit by
good.
I got bit by a dog last May and it was not fun.
Yeah.
Like on my hand, thankfully no significant
Right.
damage, but it looked like awful.
What kind of dog?
It was my mom's dog and she's a pit bull mix. And yes,
That would make a nasty.
well,
wound.
she clamped down on my arm, like
Yeah, well,
between my thumb and my index finger here. And thankfully
Oh, that's gonna
there was no tendon damage, no nothing. I was surprised how calm I remained. Like, there's a dog latched to my arm. How the fuck do we get her off? Like, it was like therapy's working. I didn't panic.
how did you get it off?
But we ended up. She started to jerk a little bit, and then we smacked her in the face, like basically just to get her to release. And she got hit. She was hit several times, and then got put in her crate. And it just then I had to go to the hospital or urgent care, and then we had to deal with all that. And I felt bad, but it's not the dog's fault. She is not given the boundaries she needs and the type of environment she needs to feel safe and secure. Because all I did was get up to walk away, and she thought I was going to get onto the bed. Like, she's very territorial. And that's when you let
Pit bulls don't make pets. Don't argue.
I love pit bulls.
She's a mix, and she's been a very good dog, but she needs good consistent training, and they are not willing to provide that for her. Like,
Oh, that's
She's
the recipe for disaster for sure. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
who's
like
got announcements? I hear there's a podcaster amongst us.
Oh, yeah.
We have some data indicating a podcaster
I think
amongst
so.
us.
Well, if it's me, I got nothing new. I just got my interview with Darren McKee from the Reality Check podcast about his book Uncontrollable and the risk of artificial superintelligence. So that's my latest discussion on Data Skeptic.
Well, that sounds fascinating. Okay.
Yeah, it's decent.
And Adrian's not here. Richard's not here. Susan's not here. Nobody.
Adrian's in the sky.
Adrian's
Yeah,
in the
Adrian's
sky.
flying home. And I'm like, have Greg put your parka in the car, honey. You're going from California to minus 30.
Yeah.
Well, she was packing up lots of warm clothes for the trip off the plane.
I warned her.
So my
Yeah.
my only news is that last week, Recovering from Religion hosted Eugenie Scott, and I believe Leonard was there. What do you think?
That
about
was so awesome. I was there too.
That was great.
Yeah, great.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there too. It was good.
Oh, yeah, more
Yeah,
than
Gail answered all the legal questions. That was fantastic.
Yep.
fantastic. Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
that was good.
Thanks
Yeah, it was
for
nice to
inviting
see
us.
the longer form of her shorter talk. So, but just as depressing, unfortunately, because that's the situation we're in.
And is she in fact going to come back and do the talk you expected?
Well, so that is really weird because when we got off, I texted her and I said, "Oh, so you worked that out with Gail?" She goes, "I don't know what she was talking about." So I don't know. It's like weird. Yeah. So the executive director, for people that know, of Recovering from Religion, while we were all just chatting after her talk, said, "Oh, and you know, she's going to be coming back to give a talk on the science of evolution as opposed to the law." And I could tell by her face, like, "Well, what?" And then I checked with her later. She doesn't know why she said that. It's like very weird.
Well, she's hopeful.
It didn't. It sounded. So I was also chatting with my other co-host and another person. She goes, "Wow, yeah, I didn't know she worked that out. That's great." Like, it seemed like more than hopeful when that was announced.
Well, I
So
look forward to it.
this coming week, I'll put the link in the chat again, is a totally different topic. This is Brian Keith Dalton is going to be interviewed by me and Kara. First as himself, and then appearing as his alter ego, Mr. Deity himself, is going to be taking questions. Yes, you can ask the deity questions, and we'll see what he says.
Why is he kicking my ass this week?
That's a very good question. Part of the problem of evil. Why did that cat freaking bite Cat?
Well, that was partly Cat's screwing up. So
Which cat?
And why
Yes.
did the pit bull bite Faith? So yeah, I want these things explained. If it's supposed to be man's best friend, not Faith's best friend anymore. Okay, so let's go to round 3. I believe that is Karl, correct? Because he's forward
It is
facing and
indeed.
not in profile.
All right. So it's a mystery round. All the people that are answers to this round have something in common.
Mystery common theme amongst persons around. Okay.
All right. Number 1. Whoop. This person achieved worldwide fame as the lead guitarist and backing vocalist of the rock band Queen, which he co-founded with singer Freddie Mercury and drummer Roger Taylor. Number 2. This person was a cast member of The Big Bang Theory from 2010 to 19. From August 2021 to December 2023, they had a job that many in the skeptical community felt they had no business holding due to their counterfactual anti-vaccine views and commercial promotion of brain supplement crackery. Number 3. This person starred in the 1984 film The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, though they are probably best known for their role in the 1987 near-future, now past, dystopian film set in Detroit and directed by Paul Verhoeven. Number 4. This person was one of the 6 members of the Monty Python comedy troupe. They often portrayed authority figures such as the Colonel, and their regular writing partner was John Cleese. Number 5. This person was an American author, screenwriter, and filmmaker. They wrote books and or screenplays, Westworld, The Andromeda Strain, Sphere, Twister, Congo, Looker, and Coma, and directed the films Runaway, Looker, The Great Train Robbery, Coma, and Westworld. For all that, none of these are the works they are best known for. Number 6. This famous author's most well-known works are arguably highly derivative of the tales of ratiocination by Edgar Allan Poe, especially Poe's works featuring C. Auguste Dupin. Number 7. My favorite line ever spoken by this actor or actress is, "Russians don't take a dump, son, without a plan," in the movie The Hunt for Red October. Number 8. This person is an American stand-up comedian, actor, producer, and writer. They played Leslie Chow in the Hangover film series, 2009 to 2013, and Ben Chang in the NBC sitcom Community from 2009 to 2015. He created, wrote, and produced the ABC sitcom Dr. Ken, which ran from 2015 to 2017. Number 9. This person is best known for their work in the TV series The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but my favorite line ever spoken by them is from Superman 3. A wise man once said, I think it was Attila the Hun, "It's not enough that I succeed, everyone else must fail." And finally, number 10. This is a huge American former pro basketball player who is a sports analyst on the television program Inside the NBA. They are regarded as one of the greatest basketball players and centers of all time. They also starred in the 1996 movie Kazam. Go forth and ponder.
I didn't get assigned. Ah, there we go.
May.
Brian May.
Yeah. I can't think of her name, but she's the woman. Number 2 is the woman who did Jeopardy too.
Yeah, what's her name?
What's her name?
I know her face. I know who she is. I have no idea what her name
Miriam,
is.
Mayim, it's a Hebrew name. Bayakam?
Yes, yes.
How do you spell that? I have no freaking idea. I like her name. Let's put her name in the Big Bang Theory. Amy Farrah Fowler. That's the character's name. Amy
What's Amy what?
Amy Farrah Fowler is her character name in the Big Bang Theory.
No, but her name is Mayim Bakali, whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't she also a kid actress in something else?
Yes, she was the one with 2 different color socks.
Punky Brewster.
Yes.
Number 3.
3, I can't, don't know.
Now, Carl promised.
You can't
Carl
help us in
promised
this
you
one.
would save us, Kevin.
Yeah, well, I got
I-
a couple more. I can't remember the guy's name from Monty Python. He's the
real tall guy.
Yeah, the blonde, like the light hair.
Yeah,
Wait. You're doing number 3 or 4? Which one are you doing?
I skipped 3.
Number 4. Graham
Graham,
Chapman.
yes, Graham Chapman. That's right.
Oh.
I know 5, the guy actually started out as a doctor. I can't remember his name. Because I remember reading Coma. 6, is that the guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes? I forgot his name now.
No, they're talking about, God, the name is escaping me. That's bizarre. Jurassic Park is the big work. That's why he said it that way.
And number 5, talking about number 5. I'm talking about number 6.
Oh, you skipped 5 also?
Yeah, because I
don't
can't
know,
remember the
but
name
what-
right away.
Do you have 5, Rob?
It's I'm having a brain fart. It's like,
Okay, it'll
who
come to
wrote
you. in a
Jurassic
minute.
Park? Famous author, and he wrote all those other things.
Well, that's why I skipped it, because the name didn't come to me right away. 6, I'm wondering if that is the guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes. I forgot that guy's name. Arthur Conan Doyle. Or number 6.
Really?
No,
I mean, I'm just guessing.
No.
Because I don't know where that word
He was before.
Nation.
Mhm.
No.
Michael Crichton is number 5.
Michael. Oh,
That's
Oh,
right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Those came to me. Michael Crichton. I didn't know he was a director, though. That's interesting.
I didn't either.
That threw me because.
Well, it's not well known for that.
I'm fairly sure he wrote Coma in the Congo and the Andromeda Strain. I never knew about those other ones, though, that he was a director. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's okay. 7.
Okay. Number 6.
6.
Is that Arthur Conan Doyle? Because they say his stories were based on.
That's what I said. Yeah, I already said that, Lee. Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Sorry. You may have been thinking I was talking about 5. But I skipped. I don't know anything about the movie The Hunt for Red October. I don't even remember who was in there.
That's Sean Connery, isn't it?
Yes. Also one of the bold ones, I think, right?
I don't know who said it, but my guess would be Sean Connery.
But he was the Russian, though.
Still, he could have said it. I didn't see the movie.
No, I think it would be Ryan who said it. Which was that not one of the Baldwins in that version?
Don't know.
Wait, there's a theme here.
Yeah. I don't know what it is either.
Did you put down Arthur Conan Doyle for 6?
Who's keeping the notes? Because I'm not keeping it.
Who's keeping notes for this?
Well, I'm writing stuff down. I could.
So what did you put for 6?
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah, that's probably right, because the ratiocination means clear thinking.
Supposedly he got a lot of his ideas from.
I never knew that, but that makes sense just because of that word.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe the Russian commander of the sub would say Russians don't take a dump on without a plan. That seems really.
Why not?
Actually, that sounds like bragging.
Yeah, because it's like someone.
It could.
Really?
If someone challenged him something, he'd say, we wouldn't do it without a plan,
All right. Then put Sean Connery.
Now, do we have any kind of a thought of the theme?
But let's
Do
try.
do you also star in Bond movies or something?
I don't think anybody from Monty Python would have been.
No, that's right. They're all dead. Maybe that's the theme.
Right.
Yeah, because Grand Chapman is dead.
Yeah.
Arthur Conan Doyle is dead. But is Michael Crichton dead?
Are these all British?
No, Dr. Ken guy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he is an American. I can see his face, but I don't remember his name.
He's a stand-up comedian too.
And I think was his first name even Ken?
It's Ken. It's like Ken Jong or
Yes.
Wong or something.
Yeah.
Which one? Is this an answer? Did you give an answer? To
Yeah.
something?
Number
Which one?
8 is like Ken Jong.
Yeah.
Ken and John.
Ken, first name Ken, Jong is like J-O or J-E-O or something.
Okay. Okay.
Dr. Ken. He's also a stand-up comedian.
And is 9 that blonde hair British guy? David somebody? The man from Uncle, the blonde hair guy, David Cullum. Colum, number 9. And I think he died recently.
Yeah, but the first guy's alive. So they're not all
Yeah,
dead.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out. Does anybody else have a name for number 9?
You know what? These people might. I'm not sure about the guy from Monty Python. I was thinking these people all could have been on Jeopardy, but not the guy from Monty Python, unless it's an old one.
Yeah.
That would have been harder than the you know. So is number 10 Wilt Chamberlain?
Wait, I like the Jeopardy one.
No, number 10 is the big Shaq.
Really big guy.
Shaq.
What?
Shaq. S-H-A-Q. Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq O'Neal.
Yeah.
So I like the Jeopardy idea because Sean Connery, the setting that they kept
I know,
making
that's
fun
what
of
you
him being
think
on
of it.
Jeopardy.
That's why Kyle's laughing, because it's not really that. We're getting confused.
I'll take
with
the
Sunday
rapist
Live.
for 200. That's therapists.
Yeah, the rapist.
I'll take the category the penis mightier. That's the pen is mightier, Mr.
Yep.
Oh, come on. We got 2 of them on Jeopardy. We got Mayim on Jeopardy. So.
Yep, and lure tits now. Let it snow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Okay, we need
Ursula Andress,
3.
that's 4 in flicks.
We need 3 and 9.
We had
9, the man from Uncle.
Never seen the movie.
David
David
McCullum.
McCullum. Is that what you said? David McCullum.
David-
McCullum.
Yeah, I think it's David McCullum. McCullum.
1987.
What did we decide on 7? I guess I'm.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, but didn't Sean Connery play the Russian captain?
Yeah, but so what? He could have said that.
So did you not listen to the conversation, Lee? We were arguing about this for 5 minutes.
That's what we discussed, Lee. So do you have other names from that?
I was trying to say it was the character who played Jack Ryan because I didn't think the Russian captain would be, but then
Yeah,
they argued me
that's-
out of
yeah,
that and said, yeah, the Russian
that's-
captain would say that.
Sorry.
I have no idea. I have nothing in this other than write it down, people. So
Wasn't Alec Baldwin? Didn't he play?
Yes, I said one of the Baldwins played Jack Ryan, so that could be
Yeah.
him.
I think it was Alec. Yeah, Alec Baldwin.
But then, all right, so we still don't have.
okay, I will change it from Sean Connery to Alec Baldwin.
Think you're making a mistake.
Me too. But I'm just a guess.
Well,
No, well, wait. Which
I
one do
just
you
think
want?
that's something that Kyle would think is funny to hear.
all right.
Okay, so we're
Sean,
saying with
Sean
Sean
Connery in a
Yeah,
Russian
let's
accent say
say
that line.
Probably in Russian.
Okay, so
Russians
we're saying
don't
with
take a
Sean
dump
Connery.
Russians don't take a dump,
Without a
son, without
plan.
a plan.
So, wait a
Russians don't
minute.
take a dump,
Are
son.
we staying with Sean Connery?
I vote for Connery.
Okay, I'm
Who
good
else?
with that. It sounds like a brag.
I'm
humble brag.
neutral. I don't know.
You don't know, Rob?
Although, if
Yeah,
you're wrong,
because I also think he would have been saying that to the Alec Baldwin character as opposed to who did the Alec Baldwin character say that to? I don't know.
Okay, so got it. Number 3.
It also goes with Jeopardy.
Make up something for 3.
What's 3? 3 is
Peter Wheel.
Welling, Peter Welling.
W-E-I-L.
That he plays. He also played the cop too. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense. He
that's-
played
Oh,
the
Weir?
cop.
Peter Weir?
Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Peter Weller, isn't it?
Oh,
Weller?
yeah, RoboCop. RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Yep.
Peter
That
Weller.
makes sense for Detroit. I like that.
Peter Weller?
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay,
it's
I'm
Wella.
making up spellings because
I
I've
don't
never
think
heard of
it's-
these people.
I think it's W-E-I-L. I don't think it's Wella. I don't think there's an A.
30
on it.
seconds.
If we're close, we've got it. Because
W-E-I-L.
you're missing
No A.
cats to make it seem authentic.
Do we
Just
have
look
all
over
the
your shoulder and say
answers?
something to Mark, even though he's not there.
Yeah. Say something to
Mark.
Mark.
Shut up, Mark.
And bring Hamilton on scene.
Yeah, Hamilton's asleep. I don't know about it.
All right. Hey, Karl.
Yes.
Don't forget recording it's in progress.
Good to know. So, Rob, there will be 2 times during the answers where I will ask you to pause recording, but you don't have to pause for the whole thing. Just when I tell you. Just to give you a preparation. Share screen. All right. Here we go. Number 1. Dr. Brian May, who earned a PhD in astrophysics from Imperial College.
Oh,
He
they're
also
all
served
doctors.
as Chancellor of
Damn it.
Liverpool John Moores University from 2008 to 2013. Number 2. Dr. Mayim Bialik, who earned a PhD in neuroscience from UCLA in 2008. Number 3. Dr. Peter Weller, who has a PhD in Italian Renaissance art history from UCLA that he earned in 2013. He also holds a master's degree from Syracuse University in Roman and Renaissance art and occasionally taught courses in ancient history there. Number 4. Dr. Graham Chapman, who qualified in medicine with an MBBS in 1962 at the College of Medicine of St. Bartholomew's Hospital, Queen Mary University of London. Number 5. Dr. Michael Crichton, author of Jurassic Park, who earned his MD from Harvard Medical School in... There we go. Number 6, Dr. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who earned an MBCM and MD in medicine from the University of Edinburgh Medical School. Number 7, Fred Thompson Esquire, who earned a JD in law from Vanderbilt University. And now you can pause the recording.
It wasn't.
Number 8, Dr. Ken Jeong, who earned his MD from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and completed his internal medicine residency in New Orleans. I think, yep, this is another pause recording. And finally, believe it or not, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, who received his Ed.D. degree in Human Resource Development from Barry University in 2012.
Sorry, team.
Good job.
So what do they all have in common?
I don't know.
I like that.
You know, we had mentioned that 2 or 3 of them were doctors and didn't even put it together. I didn't know Shaq or Chapman there.
Crichton?
Or him. I didn't know that one either. Was a doctor.
Now we'll post some answers in
In
chat.
retrospect now, that kind of makes sense, writing coma and Andromeda strain. Okay. Let me share the screen. And let's see how we did in round 3. Starting with the team with the most people on it. If we don't win, we send in SEAL Team 6. Somebody, what did we get?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep doubling.
Highest score.
Going up by 2.
Next time they're going to have 12.
I see a pattern.
No, there's a 10.
Yeah, no, it's not working that way. Otherwise this would have been 8. So does Cat have rabies? I still don't know.
10.
10.
Whoa.
Nice.
Swipe the lead. And no, really, I'm telling you, the Jews are finally under my house.
We had 8.
Oh, bad. All right, so let's see. Who do we go to? Both Trump and the 737 MAX have a few screws loose.
10.
Oh. Okay. It's gonna take, let's see, 10 to tie for the lead. President Biden, I've got CL Team 6 on hold. Karl's team.
8.
Not bad. All right. Nobody did that round.
Cool. We still have last place. I love it. We're the best. Woo.
Off rules, you guys win.
Okay. So let's see. It is time for a cat's round. Let me give you your powers. There you go.
Give me all the power. I'm drunk with power.
Here's where I'm gonna excel if she
Rabies
has
power.
Did we forget who's going next week? Did we already have that figured out?
All Rob.
Okay, great.
My game, finally, I've plotted this from before Christmas, and there might even be a Christmas theme in there because of that, but too bad.
Oh, I was supposed to put my topic in first, wasn't I? See,
Doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
it's cryptids and other mythical things.
Ooh, like it.
Oh, we've had that category before.
Yep.
But we
Well, then
should.
you're gonna do
There are
really
a
well.
lot of them.
If
So.
we learned anything, we'll do better.
Where's Adrian when we need her?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adrian's never here when I present. I'm starting to take it personally. All right, we ready to go?
Ready to go.
Awesome possums. Loup-garou translates to werewolf. However, in French Canadian, it denotes a very specific kind of werewolf, that of an unfortunate soul who failed to complete his religious duties in time for Easter, not once, but 7 years in a row. His miserable state may also be punishment for one of these 2 crimes. Name one of the bad deeds.
So what are religious duties that are necessary? Do we know?
That's what we have to figure out.
No, that's not necessarily a bad deed. That might be something else. I'm confused.
Having sex with the cult leader.
That's right.
That goes.
Eating meat on a Friday.
Pretty much goes. Yeah, I just finished watching I think it's Netflix streaming series, 6 episodes or whatever, of How to Be a Cult Leader, and yeah, that's pretty much true for every single one of them.
Isn't that an awesome series?
Yeah, it's disturbing. How
It is.
how easily human beings are
Kyle,
manipulated.
Kyle, I think you should mute everybody.
Oh,
All right.
I could mute everybody, or we could just chat.
You want me to shut up? I'll shut up.
Unmute though, Kat. Sorry.
Way to mute me. Okay.
I was just testing Kyle, and he wasn't.
That's
doing
right.
good.
This is all a test. And now I'm muting myself again. Which Irish being is said to appear or shriek to foretell death or a coming disaster? See, you never had that question before, did you? Number 3, a witch's attendant is believed to be given to her by the devil or inherited from another witch, often taking the shape of a small animal, like a dog, cat, or toad. This is known as her blank. Her what? Fill in the blank. And hopefully you're getting some of these answers and you're liking me. Sorry. I'm having clip issues. There we go.
Is that because your arm is spasming? That's one of the first signs of rabies. So go to the doctor.
I just got a little twitch happening.
It's frothing.
How many cards are there in a classic tarot deck? It's, I'm trying to cut and paste with my other hand, and I'm trying to succeed, and I may not be. Sorry. What is the name of the creature from South eastern Australia, said to lurk in swamps, billabongs, creeks, riverbeds, and waterholes. Everyone should know this. And if Richard was here, he would know this. So don't disappoint Richard Saunders. That's all I gotta say.
You have one non-English word in there. What the hell's a billabong?
A billabongs? It's definitely English. These giant serpent-like winged monsters have been featured in myths from around the world. However, their origin story is still a mystery. Some cultures believe that they are not mythical, but giant creatures who have become extinct like dinosaurs. What is the creature? All right, this is my favorite, just because I get to speak a little Norwegian. It is falsely believed that all Vikings who die go to Valhalla. Only half purportedly go to Odin's Hall. The other half go to Folkvanger, which is ruled over by whom?
Keanu Reeves.
Nah, he's busy. But
Hey, we
if
put that
nobody
down for
gets
every
it, I
answer.
may
We'll
entertain really cool
get at least one
answers
point.
like that. So, first mentioned around 1100 AD, but not becoming well known until the rise of the spiritualist movement in the late 1800s, which form of communication used by Aleister Crowley and condemned by several Christian denominations, including the Catholic Church, is used to contact spirits, ghosts, and those who have died. And yes, I purposely made that as run on as possible just to appease some in the crowd. You know who you are. The Beast of Bodmin is accused of killing sheep in Cornwall, England. This creature is often considered to be a known animal that is not native to the area. What kind of animal do some claim the beast to be? And number 10. Name the scary monster that appeared in West Virginia in 1952, immediately after a meteor was seen in the sky. Its appearance was thought to be connected to a UFO crash, and a strange mist emitted by the creature made eyewitnesses ill. Do we have any questions?
So what is the name of the category?
Oh, sorry, I can throw that in the chat.
Cryptids and something else you said?
And other mythical beings. I'll throw it in right here. Boop, boop. I'm getting better at my cutting and pasting with my other hand. All right. Any questions before I toss you to your rooms, you naughty, naughty people?
So, yeah, so I actually asked because I thought that's what you said, but then you're like, how many cards are there in a classic tarot deck? So nothing.
Well, that's a mythical thing.
Well, you said beings.
Mythical thing.
Oh,
did
things?
I?
Did I
Sorry.
mishear you? Mythical things? Okay.
Mythical beings.
Okay.
I may have said beings. I didn't mean it.
Thank you.
I misspoke.
Thank you. Okay.
Hey man, if you're
It's
spiritual,
another sign of
everything has
radius.
life and being, okay?
That's right, man. Everything's a being. Even my
All has its energy.
Oh, go to your rooms.
Go to your rooms.
Okay. So,
Oh no, we're being recorded.
uh-oh.
Look out.
Not,
I have no idea about number one.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
do I. Yeah,
would
neither
it
do I.
be going to confession or something like that?
7 years.
Because isn't during Lent you're supposed to go to confession or something?
We're supposed to go to confession all the damn time, I think.
All the
Yeah,
damn
but I
time.
thought there was okay.
Yeah, if you got a sin and you haven't been to confession, you're going to hell. So it's not a yearly thing. So the way she put it, 7 years in a row, it sounds like a thing that gets done once a year, and you're skipping it.
No, he failed to comply in time for Easter.
Right.
So that's the annual
Just say,
part.
so it's something you have to do before Easter, maybe.
Right.
Specifically.
And I have no idea.
Still think it's confession. I don't know.
Go to
Giving up things for Lent before Easter, but
Yeah, that is before
that is
Easter.
that is connected.
Lent is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so is not eating meat on Fridays, so
right. I'm supposed to eat fish.
That would be observing Lent, which would be
observing Lent. Okay.
That's
like
good.
Banshee for number 2, right?
That was
Right.
my
Yeah.
guess. Yep.
And number 3 sounds really familiar.
Familiar.
Ah.
So
I
is
don't
is 450?
I don't know.
I have no
think
idea.
it's a lot more.
I think it was like 70, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
We had this question at one point, and I didn't know it then either.
I think it's 74.
Wow.
Okay.
No idea what that was. I thought it was connected to the standard playing cards in some way without the
No.
And this is a weird name.
I think we had this one too.
He's had it on the skeptic zone and it's not jumping out at me.
Bunyip.
No.
What is
It's
it?
It's a bunyip.
No, really?
Bunyip.
Bunyip.
Like that?
That is not what I was
believe,
thinking
yes.
of.
Okay.
And these are dragons.
Sure, why not?
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There be dragons.
There be some dragons.
And isn't this Freya?
Could be. Don't know.
It's Mrs. Odin, right?
No.
He's not like Mrs. Santa.
That makes, yeah, Freya makes sense.
Is it all right? So I was thinking of the back to Australia. Isn't it Yowie?
No, that's like a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Or,
I think they live in
Yowie
swamps.
is the Bigfoot.
Okay.
I mean, it could be in swamps and stuff, but
And what is a billabong?
I don't know. I've never heard of
It's
that.
it's an oxbow lake.
What?
There you go.
An oxbow lake.
I don't know what that means either.
Okay.
You never had to sing Waltzing Matilda in
Yeah,
like
it's in-
second
it's-
grade?
Right. It's in Waltzing Matilda.
Oh.
So are
It's
we
number
thinking like
8.
the Ouija board or what?
I was
I
thinking
think it-
scrying because Ouija was invented later. That
Oh,
was like
man.
a parlor game.
I was thinking of channeling.
But scrying, using the mirror or a bowl was much earlier.
Not channeling.
Well, it's the same kind of thing.
No, channeling is
those are all
voices.
channeling.
You take the personality of a spirit. Voices and they were all.
Yeah, but I don't think that became popular.
But which form
in
of
the 1890s.
communication? You're actually in scrying. You're supposedly talking to something.
I would say if someone's speaking through me, they're communicating through me, but go ahead.
I don't know either one.
So scrying is the thing where words appear on paper or something. Is that what that is?
No, they see something in a mirror or a bowl of water or something like that.
Didn't they do that in the one of the Hobbit?
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in Harry Potter too, but in
So scrying like that?
I
Obviously
think in
didn't watch
Rivendell they
Char-
had
I mean,
they
it
had
could
a
be if you want to do
something.
more, if you want to say channeling, but I don't.
I was first
I
thinking
think-
seance, but I think maybe the
I wrote
some of the
seance
earlier.
That's what I had
Yeah.
originally too.
So-
Do we
I
think?
don't know
Yeah. Are
when-
we
I don't know
are
if
we
they
going
had those
too
that
deep
long
down the
ago.
rabbit hole and we need something more generic like
Seance.
seance or
Yeah, seance.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's go to seance. Isn't
Who's typing?
All
or
right,
not
let me
typing?
change that.
is this the cat, the
Seance? Is that how you're
big
supposed to
giant cat they're talking about?
No
I have no
idea.
idea.
Never heard of this.
No.
Never heard of the Beast of Bodmin.
I think if I remember watching one of those weird shows, they say that there's like a cat, but they said it can't possibly be that big. There's no native large cats in the area. And I think the
So,
picture they came up with was actually like a normal sized cat that just looked.
but because this is supposed to be cryptid, how about like, is American Werewolf in London based on any, things of supposed going on there? Werewolves? Could it be a werewolf?
No, this is considered to be a known animal. A werewolf doesn't exist. So a known
Oh,
animal.
yeah, you're right. I misread that.
Yeah.
What do you mean werewolves don't exist?
That's what he's talking about.
I've seen them in movies.
Yes,
That's
they
true.
must
Right.
exist.
So, are wolves native to Great Britain?
I don't know.
I
No
would
idea.
assume so.
Well, yeah,
no idea.
there's all sorts of fairy tales that involve wolves, so I would think
Yeah.
so.
Aren't those mostly from the continent?
Those are from Grimm and stuff.
Mostly from Germany and stuff. But what about a dire wolf?
Well, those
Oh,
are a long
specific.
time ago.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. But
Yeah, I have no idea what 9 is. 10 is the Flatman monster.
Flatman?
Flatman.
Never heard of that. Flatman. Scary.
Never heard of
Man,
that
like
either.
one word?
Yeah.
It's a UFO
Like that?
crash and a strange.
Yeah.
I've
mist.
never heard of that.
Never heard of that.
I've heard of the Falk monster, but
Flatman.
So do we want to put like direwolf for 9 since we don't have anything else to put, or what do we want to do?
Or, well, Carolyn was saying a large cat.
Large cat.
like a big cat, like
A lion or a panther or something.
It was like a panther, a black. Yeah, I think they want
Panther would be scarier because of
Yeah.
being black and hard to see at
Unless
night.
they're pink.
Yeah.
Then yes.
But even
they're
the
funny.
small ones can do some damage.
And I mean, I
just
don't
ask
know
Cat.
if this wasn't in England. Like I said, I remember watching one of those shows and they were saying, no, there's no big cats in this area. But whether it's the Cornwall, I don't know. But I just remember watching those. And I remember when they kind of reviewed the footage and stuff, skeptics were mean and said, no, it's a normal sized cat.
It was just one of those forest cats that are kind of big.
Yeah.
It's the one that bit Cat.
Good job
Skeptic
on
for
last
mean and,
round,
like,
team.
Told the truth.
Yeah.
I thought in West Virginia it was the Falk monster, Fouke, but I could be wrong.
Maybe I don't know.
The Falk monster. I've never
What are
heard
we
of
going with?
Flatman.
I have no idea. I'm
Yeah,
fine with
I'm
whatever
not,
the team wants to go with.
Its appearance was thought to be connected. Oh. No. West Virginia, 1952. That's too soon for the Mothman. Is that Mothman Festivals in West Virginia, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's a fake one that just got made up.
Well,
I mean, just as a deliberate hoax.
okay.
Oh, damn. Is it Flat Man or Flat something else?
You got 9 seconds to come up with a better answer.
Flat Wood? Flat Woods monster.
Well, I think we're going to get more than 4.
Wow. I tried to make it non-traumatizing and kind of easy and fun. So hopefully you all had a good time talking about it.
It was fun.
Not sure if anyone...
Non-traumatizing and all monsters. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone actually got the right answer to number 1. So I may take like the answer I like the best if nobody actually gets the right answer.
Oh.
Because unlike some, I love giving away points. That's the kind of chick I am. But the crime or bad deed that can turn one into a loup-garou is making a pact with the devil or planting potatoes on a Sunday.
What? Well, now I'm triggered.
I'm sorry. I
Jonathan
know.
got me all freaked out now.
I thought it
I
was
think you should have to be able to plant your potatoes on any day you want.
I thought it was cow
Seriously.
tipping.
We thought it was a
I
topless.
live in meat on Friday.
Oh no, you can eat meat whenever the hell you want.
What
Yeah,
day
we-
aren't we supposed to plant potatoes?
Can't
On
plant
Sunday.
potatoes on a Sunday.
Because fundamentally, those two things are very equivalent. If the
Right?
devil is either making a pact with the devil or planting potatoes.
Exactly. And I can see like not working at all on a Sunday, but it's specific in French Canadian lore that you cannot plant potatoes on a Sunday.
Yes.
I'm like, that's
Right.
just
But spinach is fine, right?
Apparently.
What if I
apparently.
made a pact with the devil to plant potatoes on a Sunday?
Well,
Then
that's
you were
doubly bad.
definitely a Luca Rufa like.
I
Doubly
thought that
bad.
would be like a negative, negative. And it would
Yeah,
be a positive.
it's fine, Carl. It cancels it out. So
Two
you're okay.
negatives make a
Two
positive.
negatives.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Two
Wrongs don't
negatives
make a
don't make a
right.
positive, but three rights make a left.
Two rights.
Giant,
man.
big giant dog in the back.
Big giant dog. Now I'm
Big
Now I'm
giant
distracted.
George.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
we-
everybody got number 2 right.
Banshee.
The banshee appears or
Yeah.
shrieks and wails to foretell death and disaster. And I'm also 99.9% positive that everybody got number 3 right because it was super duper easy. But
Yes, it
it's
was
the
familiar.
familiar. The familiar was believed to subsist by sucking blood from a witch's fingers or other protuberances on her body, such as a mole or a wart.
Such as.
During the European
Okay.
witchcraft trials of the 15th to 17th century, a suspected witch was searched for the teats by which she fed her familiar, and these, like the devil's brand marks, which I have one right up here, were considered sure signs of her guilt, according to Britannica.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds familiar.
Oh.
Just a little familiar. There's a little familiar, got a little too familiar. That's why I'm in pain. And most of you know that there are 78 cards in a tarot deck. There's 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana.
Can we get a plus or minus 4, please?
Can we get a plus or minus 18?
Plus
Oh
or
my
minus
goodness.
78.
Well, if anyone
They
can
got the
guess
8 right.
exactly how many cards I have in this Oracle deck, which I made, and yes, it's all Keanu Reeves Oracle deck, you get a point. How's that?
78.
Did anyone see that Fox News actually on the Jesse Water actually bought on a tarot reader to read Donald Trump's
Yeah,
Kansas
I love it.
Oh God.
Yeah, I posted it on one of my Facebook pages.
No, that's
It's like-
absolutely horrible.
and they
whoever
pulled the
guessed
grim
78
Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
She predicted bad things for Trump and lots of money for Biden. That's what she predicted.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Well, I hope that comes true.
And they aired it?
Yeah, it was, I guess, a live show. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It
I
was
can
in your
send a
news
link to it. I
segment.
got it in my Facebook group.
That's bonkers. Do we all know about the bunyip?
No, Leonard did. I never heard.
Nice one, Leonard.
I never heard of that.
It's the bunyip.
Yep.
It's such a
I'm a
great
drop bear.
word.
We thought it was
The drop bear is a koala.
Drop bears aren't necessarily have anything to do with the water.
Yeah, but it's the only Australian cryptid that I knew.
Exactly.
I would have got it wrong, but Kyle got
Now
it right.
you know 2, because now you know the bunyip.
Okay.
And the yowie.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That's what I thought it was.
That's just a Bigfoot, though.
Apparently it's not
But the
near
bunyip
water.
is an Australian cyprid, which is different.
Yeah, well, okay, look, I can't type. You're lucky I'm getting it pasted
Yeah, I
into
know,
the
I know.
chat at this point.
Oh, I thought that was cyprid, actually. Okay.
Cyprid, yeah, it could be a cyprid.
It's a
That's a
cryptid on
fish.
Cyprus.
Yeah.
No, cyprid is a fish.
Oh, well, it's definitely not that. I think you all know that the giant serpent winged-like monster found in countries all over the world and even featured on the Welsh flag are dragons. And we're about to come into the year of the dragon. So, I
Well,
had
we
to
are
include
in it.
that.
February.
No,
It's
the year of the
February.
dragon hasn't started yet.
February.
Oh,
Not yet.
After Chinese New Year.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Or
Well,
The
that's
Lunar
something
New
to
Year
know.
will be of the dragon. We're just ending the rabbit right now. Ooh, that sounded
the
really funny. Sorry,
Chinese
didn't mean to
lunar-
trigger anybody.
Chinese
I'm not ending
lunar-
rabbits. I'm not a bunny boiler. I promise.
Eddie Rabbit
Chinese
died years
lunar
ago.
Chinese Lunar New Year. There are lots of different Lunar New Years.
Yes. But it's the Chinese one. You're right.
Yeah.
Did
Or
anybody know the
Vietnamese.
answer to number 7?
Freya.
Yes.
Hell.
Volkswanger is ruled over by Freya. Now, she
Oh.
has various names, so I will accept any variation of her name and any spelling of her name.
TRUMP?
So hell is not an answer. Okay.
No, hell is not an answer. And
Why
in fact,
does she
Valhalla
have?
and Folkvanger, they are both like heavenly.
She gave a clue. It's Vikings fall in battle, and Freya is the goddess of war in Viking culture.
Why does she have so
That-
many names that are so different?
Hel is
What's that about?
Hel with one L is Loki's daughter, and she
Mm-hmm.
is the goddess of non-heroes. And so
Folkvanger means field of the host, or people field, or army field.
Right?
So a field of dead bodies.
Field of Dead, yeah, Field of Dead. It's what I nickname my garden every year. Oh, look how lovely Folkvanger has come along this year. And I, of course, am Freya with the cats, because Freya is known for her cats. So, but yeah, it is like Odin's Hall and Folkvanger. They're both heavenly and they're both good, and it's a wonderful honor to go there. So it's not the equivalent of a hell. The form of communication is a Ouija board, also known as a spirit board.
Sorry, group. I talked us out of that. I thought it was a seance.
That's
Yeah,
what
that's what
we
we
put.
put.
He's stuck.
So it's what we now call
A
a
Ouija board was actually manufactured by like a
Yeah, that's the brand. I think it was called a spirit board, but that's what
Spirit board.
yeah.
Ouija board.
And Milton Bradley, I think, makes them now.
All right, Milton Bradley. Yeah.
Pick them up, summon a demon, have a good time. I loved hearing some conversations about number 9. And I really, 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 really hope my team got it right, because Carolyn was really on the right path. The beast of Bodmin is believed to be a panther.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, I knew it was the big cat. I thought tiger. Meow. Darn.
Well, you know what? It's a damn big cat. I'll give you the point.
No, tiger doesn't count as panther.
Beast of Bodmin.
Why not? It's a large.
Because we got
Look at
panther.
Shaquille O'Neal, the
Some
big
people-
cat.
Some
Because we
people
got panther.
panther.
Yeah, we got
Well,
panther.
the thing is, Beast of Bodmin is black.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
There are
black panther.
black
Black tiger.
tigers.
So they're
No.
not
There
all
are.
black. I've never
I
heard
had the
of all
ruling
black
authority
tigers.
since I have all the powers, but apparently not.
Well, if it's definitely a correct answer, is a correct answer.
Panther is a correct answer. But
And a tiger
Called
and a
by a
panther, are
panther,
two
don't
different
answer.
answers.
So yes or no on tiger?
It's a different animal.
No.
Kitty cat.
Decision. Cat?
I will be hung up and strung, apparently, if I give the extra point. But how are you doing in the game?
We're the people who are losing anyway, so go ahead.
This is not going to change the game.
I'm not
Go
playing
ahead,
for
have your
money, so
point.
I don't care.
Have your point. I like giving away points. Take the point. Just say tiger in ninja wear. There you go. And number 10 is the Flatwoods Monster.
Oh,
Yes.
Hey, Leonard, last minute change.
Last minute change.
Yeah,
Yep.
Leonard, I was changing it as we were leaving, so good
Kyle
thing you
knew it.
changed it.
Kyle had it.
Mothman.
Never heard of that one.
Mothman's much newer and
Yeah.
was constructed as a hoax. It was like a high school project. Make a monster.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
And what is more terrifying than men and moths?
This was fun, guys. See you next week.
Bye, Carolyn.
Bye, Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Good night, too.
See you, Carolyn.
Bye,
Carolyn.
everybody. Thank you for
Hey, Wendy.
listening. Good
Let's
night.
get some scores. Good night,
Bye,
Wendy.
Bye,
Night, Wendy.
All right,
All
love
these
you
people
all.
going away.
Before the bonus, what
Couldn't
the
wait for the
hell?
scores.
Was it something we said?
Man.
Something I said, no doubt.
Everything we said.
I've upset them.
Okay, let's see. Starting with the team that's got no shot to catch up. Sorry. If we don't win,
Well,
we send it. So
in
Seal,
this pattern, it should be 8.
SEAL Team 6 is going to be sent in, apparently. Yes. What did you get?
I think it's only 6.
Yeah, it was 6.
All right, still the lowest score. Sorry.
With pattern, it should be 8.
Is it
Yep.
8?
No, but
No, it is 6.
Oh, okay. Pattern. You're
I
looking.
wish it was 8.
All right. No, really, I'm telling you, there are Jews tunneling under my house.
We had 5.
Yeah. Let's see who's next. 22, which is does cat have rabies? We still don't know.
We don't know if she has rabies, but we got 7.
High score so far. President Biden, I've got SEAL Team 6 on hold because of Team 5.
We'll have to keep counting on up to 8.
Oh, wow.
All right, and one more shot at taking the lead. Both Trump and the 737 MAX had a few screws loose.
We got 4.
Oh.
We faltered bad.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Straight
8.
flush.
Wow, very nice. That's a straight.
Excellent poker hand.
It's a straight.
we got a straight.
All right, we're up to the last round, folks. It's all up to Brandi to see if she can make you guys change the order here. Brandi, what is Brandi? Let me give you your powers, Brandi. There you go.
Oh, I should have changed my room too, shouldn't I?
All right, so the category is, so the most commonly used checklist for diagnosing psychopathy is the Hare's Psychopathy Checklist revised. It assesses 20 traits, name 10 of the 20.
Okay.
I gotta remember how to send you guys to your rooms.
I could do it. Okay, that's
Okay.
pretty, wow, that's pretty succinct. And no questions on this, people?
What are the answers?
Are you trying to tell us something?
Maybe. I think we all need to take the test afterwards.
Oh, man. All right. I don't know what that means, Brandi. And I'm coming to your room.
Good luck.
Room 5, room 5.
What else?
I'm gonna use checklist. 20 traits.
So if you're a psychopath,
Wow.
There's the John Ronson thing, but like none of it's like stuck.
The what? The what thing? Who's that?
John Ronson, the author, he did a whole book on the psychopathy
Oh.
You repeat
if you have these things.
Wait. Why is Karen here? Wait, is this your team?
because this is my room.
Yes.
Oh, this is your team. That's right.
This
Okay.
is
Because
her
Rob
team.
invited me.
That's right. This is...
Can you repeat the question, please?
So it's the most commonly used checklist for diagnosing psychopathy is the Hare Psychopathy Checklist revised, which has 20 traits. Name 10 of the 20. And so far we've got narcissism.
Someone diagnosed me once saying that I had narcissistic personality disorder.
With a hair test?
No.
H-A-R-E, like a person's name, not like a rabbit.
What I think this is they check to see like what of these traits you have, like narcissistic traits,
Yeah.
sociopathic traits, like sociopathy.
Yeah.
Oh, then what's the other one? That I believe my sister has. Not psychopathy, or not. Oh, what is that word?
So psychotic. What's the other one that's just sociopath, Psychopath,
Sociopath. Yeah.
sociopath, psychopath. What about schizophrenia?
No.
Well, we're looking for the checklist. So
This is a checklist. These are traits that you have, like maybe hedonism would be one of them.
yeah.
Where do you
something
fall
like
on
that.
hedonism? Where do you fall on
Lack of empathy. Oh, okay, like traits.
Sure, there you
Yeah,
go.
traits.
Yeah.
Okay, traits. Oh, I know a lot of narcissists. Okay, lack of empathy,
Antisocial behavior.
Antisocial.
social behavior.
Uh-huh.
Anybody writing this down?
I'm taking a list. I got 3 so far.
What is
Egotism.
No
Promiscuity,
remorse, no
maybe?
remorse, no guilt.
That would be empathy. Like what empathy? If
Well,
you have to-
empathy is for other people. Guilt
Right.
is a sense that one
empathy,
has done something.
sympathy.
It looks like you're wearing the lamp hat. You
I
look
know.
like a Moroccan. What about things like inability to concentrate?
I don't know if that would necessarily
That would be
fit.
more of a symptom than a trait.
Okay, not a trait. Okay.
Impulsiveness, maybe. Impulse control. Lack of impulse control.
Impulse control.
Yeah, that would be one. What
Something
about
lying, right?
promiscuity?
What? What about, was that lying?
Something about lying, you know? What'd you say, Faith?
Like promiscuity or something to do with like sexual.
Sure.
Let's not knock that.
No, I'm not knocking it, but it's a scale. It's like where do you fall? Where do you fall into this? Like, do you have reckless?
You
like,
fall into bed.
Oh my God, Jared. I'm wondering, do you have like stories to tell? Like
No, I'm talking about
we
Another
really want to
one-
hear them.
Another one would be
Not me.
histrionicness, because there is something called histrionic personality disorder.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
that like exaggerating things?
Yeah.
So I
Sort of-
just asked my wife, who's a therapist, and she came up with a bunch, but she's guessing because she's never actually heard of this.
Okay.
term.
Share with us, Rob Gervin.
Yeah, Rob, let's do it.
Lack of remorse, lack of feelings, not showing feelings, being alienated, no close relationships, obvious anger, feelings of revenge, and feelings of detachment. Some of those seem similar to the other ones, so I don't know.
So antisocial might be one of those.
Detachment, maybe. Or no close relationships would be antisocial.
Yeah. So we
Well,
have
antisocial behavior is things like striking out at others.
Right, but what we're talking about here is like this would be a scale. Like your antisocial scale has you like on a 5, based on what we've asked about. Like, do you have close relationships? Can you form close relationships? Your antisocial score.
Right, but no. One of the things they look at is antisocial behavior, which is not that you don't have attachments; it's that you do acts that are against society, against others.
That could be on that scale.
May
Right.
I suggest as a process that we go through and keep the ones that we all agree on so we know that what our working list is?
Sure. I got 14 on the one I shared. What do we want to knock out?
I want to take off no close relationships because I think antisocial and that overlap.
Yep.
I would not argue with that.
Yeah, and there are
Oh, I would. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't argue with that.
We could probably take off histrionicness.
But actually, I was suggesting something different, Faith. I was suggesting that we go through and pick the ones on which we agree.
Okay.
It's different. It's a different process.
Yeah. Okay. Well, narcissism, I agree with.
And narcissism has 2 S's between the I's. Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Does
Good
anybody,
lack of empathy and
does
of
anybody
detachment.
object to number 2?
No.
I was saying, could number 2 and number 12 be the same thing?
Does anyone object
Yeah.
to number 3?
No.
I think 2 and 12 are not the same.
Does anyone object to number 4?
No.
Does anyone object to number 5?
No.
I'm not kidding this time. I would like to consider that we replace number 6 with something else.
Yeah, I
Fair
agree.
enough.
It has
Or if we
nothing
just
to do with
eliminate,
goals.
we're down to 11.
Yeah.
Well, lack of remorse.
Yeah, that's a good. Keep that one.
Keep. Anyone object to number 7? Lack of feelings. Lack of feelings.
I'm thinking 7 and 11 seem similar.
I don't think so. I think feelings of attachment, though.
So we don't agree on number 7. Don't take it off, Vincent. Just kind of make it somewhere at the bottom or something. Number 7.
Oh, well, I'm not doing it. It's Kyle that's doing this
okay.
this time.
So lack of remorse. Anybody object to alienated?
I think take off alienated and leave lack of feelings.
I can see that because alienated and antisocial are kind of.
Obvious anger, feelings of revenge, feelings of detachment. You said feelings of detachment might be something else.
I like it as it is.
Okay, and I agree with James.
So then we would just eliminate alienated?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone not happy with that list?
I'm just not happy in general, so there we go.
So I think I wrote I said obvious anger, but I think she just said anger, and I don't know about the adjective. I'm wondering if that would be like carrying grudges, because like I'm just thinking of Trump.
Well, number 9 is feelings of revenge, which is different. That's carrying a grudge.
Yeah. Anger is acting out on it.
That's a good point.
Anger or rage? I mean, anger is healthy. Rage, I don't know.
Well, anger in its place is, yeah.
I trust Rob's wife more than my guess.
Displaced anger.
So it's 10:15 my time, and this is the final category?
Yep.
The bonus, yep. Oh my goodness, that is
Rob runs a tight ship.
yeah. True.
I didn't even get sung happy birthday, but that's okay.
Oh, please no.
You didn't get sung happy birthday, Faith? Is it
We're
your
not done
birthday
yet.
today?
Yesterday.
Oh, please, though, let's not do a happy birthday.
It's okay. It is
come on,
okay.
please.
It is okay. I just want
Yes,
to.
let's give the woman the old team.
The heave ho.
I'm gonna call everybody
Team
back. Is
spirit.
that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started taking sleeping pills, so I will last longer in bed.
Oh, that's what she said.
Good one. I take a sort of sleeping pill, and one doctor says, "Oh, you shouldn't be taking that at your age," and it's
Sort
like,
of.
whatever. Like,
Sort of.
Sort of.
it's because it's called trazodone, and it's used mostly as a sleep aid, but it can be used as an antidepressant as well.
5 seconds.
Huh? Oh, wait, why don't we change our... Yep.
Silly Kyle.
I like what Kyle did there. Wait, let's do this as we're like counting down to 0. I love it.
I love it, yes.
What was this?
Excuse me, Rob, Mr. Susan for the night.
Are we going to do a commemoration?
There is some business that we agreed to last week that we have yet to carry out. So to honor
I
our
missed that.
agreement,
But we did get reminded.
birthday to Faith before everyone leaves.
Oh, it's Faith's birthday.
Yesterday.
Oh, that's
yes.
right.
Get the answers first.
Oh, it was my dad's birthday on Monday.
Yes, we sang to him last week.
We tortured him last week.
Yeah, I got mine last week, so I don't need it again.
You still have to hear it though, Alan.
But because you're a musician, I think we should do it twice. Because only you could really appreciate.
Okay, as was pointed out, the game is running very quickly, so we're going to do this at double pace from when we normally do the song, okay?
Oh, ow. Oh, ow.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Birthday, dear. Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
I got totally off because Alan was like trying to direct us.
No, that was
and
very.
I don't know how to follow.
No, that was very touching because it is. I didn't think it'd be possible to outdo last week, and you did.
More horrible than last week.
Okay, answers.
It was
Brandi.
pretty bad. Yeah.
Brandi, answers.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just post them in the chat and I'll read them out.
Okay.
So 1, glibness or superficial charm. 2, grandiose sense of self-worth. 3, need for stimulation or proneness to boredom. 4, pathological lying. 5, conning, manipulative. 6, lack of remorse or guilt. 7, shallow affect. 8, callous, lack of empathy. 9, parasitic lifestyle. 10, poor behavioral controls. 11, promiscuous sexual behavior. 12, early behavior problems. 13, lack of realistic long-term goals. 14, impulsivity. 15, irresponsibility. 16, failure to accept responsibility for own actions. 17, many short-term marital relationships. 18, juvenile delinquency. 19, revocation of conditional release. And 20, criminal versatility.
What is
I'm
19?
Versatility.
sure-
Wow.
I'm sure you guys have questions.
I recognize at least, I'll say 17 of those, and somebody running for the presidency. The other one's just because I don't know of his young life, so I can't say.
What does revocation of conditional release mean?
That means if he's paroled and he goes back and does it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Like what he did with what's her name? Is convicted of
E.G.
Carroll. Yeah, E.G. Carroll. As
So the
soon as
next day he-
Well,
Yeah, the next day.
Not exactly, because that wasn't a
But
criminal
that wasn't his
conviction, and
conditional
there wasn't
release.
a release, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's never been
Conditional-
incarcerated, so he
Right.
can't have
Yeah.
a conditional release.
But that's why,
but
quite a few of those.
It's recidivism.
That's a
Interesting.
failure to accept responsibility for own actions.
Okay, so
What would you say, Brandi, to attention seeking?
That's there.
Would that
Grandiose.
fall
There was
under?
Grandiosity.
No.
Well, we have grandiosity.
What
Number
would-
2, grandiose sense of self-worth. That's
No, the attention seeking is something else.
I don't see that there.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't-
seeing
I don't see
anything
it
that
either.
could be
Okay.
attention seeking.
Any other questionable ones that people got that want to ask Brandi? No?
The grandiose sense of self-worth is the attention seeking.
Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of the same.
Does Brandi agree?
Lifestyle. Boy, do I know some people on that one.
I don't know. Is that attention seeking? Grandiose
I
sense of
don't think so.
self-worth?
I think
I
attention.
feel like it's different.
Yeah, I think it's different. I think attention seeking is more narcissistic.
All right.
Okay, ready for
Grandiose sense of self is mainly the way you think about yourself and what you're capable of accomplishing. Doesn't mean you're actually seeking attention.
So,
Okay.
Brandi, Would you take narcissism as the attention-seeking equivalent?
I
That's on the list.
wouldn't count it.
Yeah,
I
they're
wouldn't count
separate.
that.
Yeah, they're separate
So no.
personalities.
I just need to know yes or no. I have to score. Okay, so it's a no.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
If you have to score, that is one of them. Promiscuity is on there.
I think she was
Good
asking.
one.
Yeah, narcissism.
Thank you, Kyle.
Are we all ready for scores? Somebody know what their score is? Okay. All right. Starting with, sorry, Brandy's team. If we don't win, we send in SEAL Team 6. So that's going to happen, apparently.
We're sending them in because it was a 3.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah, but they're all nuts.
Love it.
Wow. Okay. No, really, I'm telling you, there are Jews tunneling under my house, which I still don't understand the reference, but okay.
7.
7.
Google is your friend, Rob.
Something
And,
about New York.
let's see. Does Cat have rabies? We still don't know. Again.
Let's see. I have us down for a 5. Is that?
I had 6.
I think I had
You have
6. I had 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems
All
like
right.
the consensus is 6, and you're in the lead. Let's go
Briefly.
to both Trump and the 737 Max have a few rivets loose.
We had 6 as well.
And that's the
Oh,
lead
we got a
for
tie.
now. Let's see. It's all up to President Biden with getting Teal Team 6 ready. It's on hold.
4.
I think we got 8.
I thought we had 9.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
No, pretty sure it's 4.
That will be in a 3-way tie.
We had grandiose charm, so I didn't think attention seeking or power seeking were separate answers.
We have 8. We have 8. Put down 8.
Wasn't
Put
one
down 8 and look at the score and see if it matters.
Yeah, we don't, you won't care.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out which other one we had wrong that
Wow.
Yeah, even
Boy.
if there's a few extras on there, it's a handy win. 4.
Same
President
team.
Biden send in SEAL Team 6.
SEAL Team 6.
We're gonna
team.
have to send in SEAL Team 6, whatever that means.
Oh.
Well, we have
Somebody's
them
not
called
following
up.
this, huh?
In
We
Canada,
have-
it's a
we
team
have-
of 6 SEALs.
We have them on the line.
Okay.
Send them over then. Huh?
People. Somebody want to
Yeah.
explain that to the Canadians?
No.
This Canadian knows what it means.
I might have heard the term before.
Well,
but-
during a trial in the past week, a judge was questioning Trump's attorneys on their legal position, and the judge asked Trump's attorneys, "Are you saying that if the president calls up SEAL Team 6 and orders them to assassinate their rival, and Congress doesn't impeach them for that after they're president, they can't be tried for murder?" And that's basically the position that Trump's attorneys were arguing.
And the Trump's attorney said that's a qualified yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Navy, it's a
Night,
branch of the
Peggy.
Navy. Navy Team 6, SEAL 6 is the elite force of the Navy.
Despite the fact that
They
during,
killed Osama bin Laden.
Good night, Avi.
despite the fact that during
Auf Wiedersehen.
during
Wiedersehen,
impeachment, Trump's
Avi.
attorneys expressly
Bye-bye.
argued that there's no need to impeach him because there's not enough days left, and he can always be tried in the courts after he's not president anymore.
That's right.
So,
Yeah,
so
I
did it
have
actually-
no
it
idea
did-
why anyone's making a big deal of that. Lawyers often argue
whatever works at the moment.
inconsistent things.
Yeah.
No, not even on the moment. They'll say, well, it's okay because of this, and it's okay because of this mutually inconsistent thing.
Like the OJ defense, where he was the victim of a cunning, sophisticated frame-up by incompetent police who couldn't gather evidence worth shit.
Right.
One of the great stories about Abraham Lincoln is he had 2 cases when he was still an attorney in Illinois, one in the morning and one in the afternoon with the same judge. And he won the case in the morning. And in the afternoon was another case, And he made the exact opposite point. And the judge
Right.
said, but this morning you convinced me. He said, I was right this morning, but this afternoon I'm not. That I'm right. I was not right.
Did he win the afternoon case?
Yes, he did.
He's just a good arguer.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, being,
Yeah.
being
Or the point
convincing
that the
and
law is
being
not
right
about the
are
truth.
independent.
Yeah,
Good
not the same
point,
thing.
Leonard.
Well, good night
Good
to
night,
all you
folks.
wonderful
Hey,
people out
guys.
there.
Hey, Vincent.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Thanks,
Night, Vincent.
thanks everybody for
See you
showing
guys in
up.
2
Thank you
weeks.
for
Bye.
coming.
Stay
All right.
warm.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Stay warm out there.
Thank you, Rob, for running things.
So,
You're
Yeah,
quite
thanks,
Robbie,
welcome.
Rob.
when's your,
Yeah, good job.
when's the next talk with Mr. Deity?
What was that?
When is the next talk with Mr. Deity?
So all of our RFRX, as we call the meetings, are the same time, Monday at 8 p.m. And it is this
Every
coming,
week?
every week, this coming Monday.
Every week. Oh.
Right. And after, I think the week after him is going to be Melanie, Teresa King. And then we're going to have, I think it's 2 weeks after that, but I have to check, is somebody known as, he's over there, Mark Edward.
Oh. You know, I had trouble
He's way
actually
over there, though.
finding my way to your talk.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't know why.
I went to the Freedom from Religion. Is that?
And I got directed
No,
to
it's not
like
freedom from
Santa
religion.
Monica.
It's not freedom from religion.
I know.
Good
No,
night,
it wasn't.
everybody.
It's whatever. What's the
Recovering from
website?
religion.
Recovery from religion. Yeah, I went to there, and it didn't have the talks. It didn't have a link.
So
Yeah.
this is the address. If you put that in your if you put that in the browser, that'll go to the Zoom link.
I think that might have been what I found. Kyle, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you give a talk on AI for Susan's?
Sure did. Yeah.
For
Did
the
these things get
Monterey
recorded?
Skeptic Camp.
I believe it got recorded, but I'm not 100% sure because I saw some battery swapping going on that was a little sketchy.
Oh.
Oh.
And what was the subject of the AI talk?
What's been happening last couple of years and what might happen in the near future.
So Terminator, basically.
Yeah.
Along those lines, sure. One man's Terminator is another man's savior. You know how it goes.
Any number of those films. I just rewatched Ex Machina, and I love
That's
that.
a good one.
Watch Colossus: The Forbin Project.
That's an even better one.
I remember that from reruns on TV.
It's really
I saw it a ton of
romantic when you
times. I
watch
haven't
it
seen it in
again.
decades and decades. What's that?
It's very romantic on a second rewatch.
What?
The two, and they're separated. They just want to be together.
Which movie?
Colossus, the Forbin Project.
I actually read the novels, which is the sequel was Colossus and the Crab.
Something like that, yeah. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I don't remember what the whole plot was, but yeah. Yeah, that was kind of creepy. So recently
Jane and I, oh, I'm sorry.
So recently was posted where was it? I guess it was Skeptic Zone. Yeah, there was a psychic who gave their predictions about the future this year. And it basically said 2 computers will start another language so they can communicate to each other and not let the humans or listening. This person just watched the movie. They saw Colossus on rerun. It's like, oh, I'm gonna predict that. Like, holy crap. And it was another one or two that sounded that's like that movie plot.
Oh, that's where a lot of stuff comes from, but those movie plots.
Well, yeah, like the one that we reported on in the Great Australian Psychic Prediction Project. Forgot which psychic it was who predicted and checkmarked yes on her own website that this prediction she made came true in 2001. That was anti-gravity will no longer be just a concept of science fiction. It will be sold to the public.
Sure.
And she checked yes. This came true. What?
Well, gravity works, man.
I'd like to say something about a psychic, alleged psychic, who is in a picture. Mark Edward took a picture of me at the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, and I'm flipping the bird, to a portrait of a well-known alleged medium psychic. I don't know what the right word is. He claims to connect with the dead. And so in a group that has nothing to do with skepticism, I have a friend who told me she saw that. She shared with me that she had been in a private meeting with him regarding some business and stuff.
All right, I have to shut the recording so we can hear names here. I'm shutting the recording.
No, I'm not going to say names.
Even if I shut the recording?
Right.
Shut the recording anyway.
recording
Not
off
now.
anyway.
I'll ask permission.
Shut it anyway.
I'll ask her permission.
All
but
right,
here's
stopping
what
recording.
happened.
Goodbye,
they had the
folks.
they
Goodbye,
had the
millions of
meeting or
people
whatever.
watching this in the
They
future.
had the